Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Dissenters D&D campaign.
Hello, Thornlings! Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have a couple announcements we're going to go over before we jump into our recap. That will be by Emily. So, first off, what should we talk about first off? First off, we are on social media. We are on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Discord. It's an awesome community on Discord where you can connect with other content creators, other Thornlings, and also with the cast of the Dissenters D&D campaign. You can ask questions, you can share your thoughts on the session, and sometimes we even play games together with the audience. So it's super fun. Come join us on Discord. As well, we are on, what's it called?
Patreon?
Patreon. Thank you. We are on Patreon. So you can become a member for free, and if you want to become a paying member, you can donate $1 a month. Well, we pay $1 a month to us. And there's no exclusive content, so it really is more like a donation at this time. And it's just $1 a month. Yeah, if you like our stuff, and it helps us out to keep creating the content that you are enjoying. As well as sometimes we put out stuff on Patreon earlier than we do on other social media, such as the sneak peek to Kaya's spell book. So people on Patreon got to see that first, which was really cool. So join Patreon. It's super fun. Speaking of a spell book, Emily, what do we have that's super cool and helpful for players?
Gosh, I don't know. Maybe something that helps them become a master note taker? What? I don't know if you guys have, maybe heard about our amazing books, but these are what we call a campaign keeper. So they are a player-facing TTRPG journal where you can essentially keep all of your campaign notes in here, the days you travel, major, minor NPCs, unique items. Like, there's so many options in here, and it's all customizable to you, to how you want to play it, or, well, run it yourself, or organize it, I'm a bit of an organizational freak, so I love this book. But honestly, it's got 200 pages of just pure, like, organizational TTRPG craft stuff in here. It's chock full with the goodies. But essentially, it is system agnostic, so you can use it for any other TTRPG system, or for basically any other one. But it's really awesome. We've got 3 designs. This is our 2nd edition with the original cover design. Sierra there is sporting our Nori's Notes edition, if you guys were fans of the Harbingers D&D campaign. And none of us actually have a copy of the 3rd one quite yet, but it is our Kaya Spellbook edition, which we just recently released, of our resident wizard here in the Dissenters D&D campaign. So, if you are a player that likes to take notes and you like having them organized the way you want them, get yourself a campaign keeper. On our website at rosemarypgstudios.com, or you can just go straight to Amazon and look up Campaign Keeper.
They're great, super helpful. So go do that. Let's see. So
yes,
I love that.
They've got QR codes.
The QR codes in the back, perfect. Yeah, we have social medias. We have Campaign Keepers, and on Thursdays, Emily and I play Baldur's Gate 3 together, which is super fun because I've played it all the way through before, and Emily has kind of played it but doesn't remember most things and missed a lot of things. So
I like to think that I didn't really play it because I did not experience anything I am now noticing as we play the game.
So it's super fun. Come join us for that on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And of course, we do the Dissenters D&D campaign on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And what's super unique about our D&D campaigns is that they are interactive. Now, what does that mean? That means you can help affect the story. Sometimes we put out, what's it called?
Polls.
Polls. Thank you. Yes, we put out polls where you help a player make a decision, or you can give them an advantage or disadvantage on their rolls. And if there's something cool that a player does that you're like, wow, that was just so cool, you can give them inspiration, which they can then use at some point to save their skins or hinder meat, which, you know, we love that. Stealing my nat 20s all the time. It's fine. But that's because you guys get to help, and it's super fun. So make sure to interact with those, and we love having you interact, as that is how Paige went down. And so we're going to actually go into our recap so Emily can remind you all of what happened last session.
Yee. I did open a poll just for fun, but it doesn't actually do anything right now. I'm going to close it real quick. Alrighty. So, in our recap. Yum yum. Anyways, last session, when you think about it, not like much time passed in the session. And if we're thinking from an overall amount of stuff, like nothing really happened. But everything happened. So, it started off with Paige and Kaya as they returned back to the manor, as Paige was kind of suffering from some madness effects that made him kind of like babble a bit, and was recovering from his hallucination madness effect. They went back to the manor together, where Kaya helped Paige kind of like recover from that, but they were very worried about Rayla. And then they had a really cute role play because, you know, I'm a hardcore papaya shipper. Okay, let's see. So then during that time, Castil and Zilli were together looking for Rayla. So they were kind of following her trail. Castil shapeshifted into a wolf to kind of follow the scent. And there was some cute stuff. We saw Zilli just completely enthralled with the chocolate cakes on display. But poor little Rayla, as amnesiac as ever, was wandering around and got herself involved with Lynn and Dem from the Circle's Cut. They offered her a job, which we all know wasn't like a legitimate job, and that she went out with them, not like dating wise, but went out of the town with them. She picked some flowers, and she was brought before Keenan Shaw, who was in charge of this little mercenary group here. And she joined their party, essentially, until her other party decided to come and find her, and that's where the rest of the party came running in to save the day. And Paige had this epic moment where he like climbed up and jumped on top. He held up his necklace of fireballs and was like, if any of you, like, you gotta give us back Rayla or I'm exploding all of us. Actually, that reminds me of a moment in Baldur's Gate 3 last night, so go watch that stream. Anyways, so he's like gonna destroy everyone. And then Rayla, in her state of madness, just stands up. And with a vote from the audience, Nat 20's Paige in the chest and kills him. So yeah, Paige was dying. But then Kaya stabilized Paige, which is very good. But Rayla went on a killing rampage. We did learn that Rayla probably could TPK the party. Just a little bit, maybe. But then during this big fight between these bandits and Rayla kind of weirdly being a third party in this, Zilli enchanted Rayla with an enchantment that made it so that she had to fight the bandits first if they were within range before fighting them. Kaya went into a paralyzation madness effect because she witnessed Paige getting stabbed by Rayla. So now she's got Paige's blood all over her hands because she used the healing kit on him and is kind of paralyzed there. And then Castil cast Lesser Restoration on Rayla that recovered, that recovered her madness of bloodthirstiness, of just killing everyone. And heal, and, yeah. And then I think Sierra wanted to add something in there. But that's basically where we ended the session.
Thank you. Yes, I did want to add something into that. So, last session, just as Emily had said, he had used Lesser Restoration. And at the time, I said, oh, it cures both of her madness effects, so she got all her memories back. But afterwards, going back over it, I got the spell wrong. It only cures one effect at a time, and she was technically under 2 separate madness effects. So, it ended her bloodthirstiness. However, she still does not have her memories. So we are retconning that for that rule's sake, and also for the sake of this party. Let's be honest, they struggle, but I love it. I love the struggle.
Oh my gosh. Also, I just saw Silverdusk's comment of, she can't go out with them. She needs to save that for Castil. Oh, we've got some. All right, chat. This is, you gotta come up with the ship name.
Required
if you want it to be real.
Came up with
yes,
papaya.
that is where we are at. We are on top of this elevated tree lookout point that was created for travelers by druids. It is the bad guy's turn. Rayla does not remember her party members or anything going on except of what she already knows at this time, but she is no longer under the blood effect. However, she is still charmed that she must attack the bandits. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to jump into a little bit to the battle. I'm actually going to give a high or low to the audience, and whichever you choose will be Keenan leaving the fight, because he's now outnumbered. So go ahead, throw your vote in. The high or low is a fun little system that we do in ours. It's great. I don't know how to explain it right now because my brain's thinking.
Essentially, you pick high or low, and whichever option that you pick, or the chat collectively picks, is going to be the option that rolls in your favor. And right now, you guys kind of want him to leave. So, to exit the fight. So
I mean, if you want. If you're not wanting him to leave, then vote against.
I mean, I guess.
Hope I don't roll the one you select.
I see you, Professor Foghorn, voting for high and low.
Trickery.
He's a trickery domain cleric. That's Professor Foghorn right there.
Also, Emily, the players see you on their cameras.
Thank you. Oh. Yeah, defend yourself, Professor Foghorn. Defend yourself.
You can vote multiple times. However, I believe when you vote again, it just changes your vote.
It does.
However, if you have a second account, you technically do get 2 votes.
You're trying to get people to make Finn's does.
What is this rule, Lori? Oh my gosh.
Oh, welcome in, Skingle Dingle.
Rule lawyering.
Rules lawyering.
Loopholes, fighting all stuff. You're like chaotic evil. Or neutral, I don't know.
Oh, I see how it is.
All right, guys. We're voting. Polls will be closing.
Dramatic.
In 5, 4, 3. Wait, yeah, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Polls are closing. And complete. Alrighty, high wins.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, it was high, so he is going to leave the fight. He is going to disengage, so you do not get an opportunity attack.
No, I think with hold on, let me just double check with my sentinel feat.
I don't think so. Disengage is like actively leaving.
Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach.
Well, that's rude.
So I get to hit him one more time.
Would he know that?
Don't do it. You have Sentinel.
When he hit it.
Well, no, but the thing is that like you can't know if someone has the Sentinel feat, though.
Except if he couldn't move, he would know, right?
No, he can still move away.
No, I mean when
if you hit him with Sentinel, he can't leave.
You've already hit him once as Sentinel.
When a creature within 5 feet of you may... Oh, when you hit a creature... No, it's when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. But if he disengages, he can still leave.
Get hit.
I just hit him.
Well, then he will do that, and he is going to use his...
I need to set up my roll. Sentinel's nice.
Wait, that's the wrong one. He's using a thing to raise his AC by 3. Parry. He's using parry.
He's using what now?
Parry.
Okay, so
it just raises his AC.
Okay.
It's still an opportunity attack.
Yes, it just raises his AC.
That's a 23 to hit.
Where's his AC? And then it hits. Yeah, 21.
Okay. Let me roll for damage. I like hitting things. The real question is this gonna kill him?
No, it's not.
You can't leave now.
You can't do enough damage to kill this guy in one hit.
I call Indomitable Strike level 6. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, that could do it.
Yeah, just kidding. No, I'm not gonna do
that could do it. You got me there.
Oh, yeah, it's not gonna hit. It did not do that much damage. Okay, and then just make sure. Yeah. This one. Okay. That's 10 points of damage, so not a 10.
Scratch him again, and he's like, "Stop ruining my shirt!" Got blood on it. He's annoyed. I guess he would have actually gone this way, but he's disengaging, so it'd be...
Okay. To my understanding, I'm clarifying because this is one of my favorite feats, and so I may be playing it wrong if this is wrong, but that was still an opportunity attack because he was leaving.
But he did disengage.
He did the disengage.
Creatures provoke opportunity attacks, and when a creature hit with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0.
Okay.
I'm just like, am I playing this wrong since forever, or like if you say otherwise, it's otherwise.
I'm a Google it. I'm a Google it real quick. I'm a Google it.
I mean, the way it's worded, there's a reason people talk about how busted the Sentinel feat is.
Yes.
The way it's worded, not only does their movement become 0 if they're hit with an opportunity attack, but even if they disengage, they still provoke an opportunity attack. And so if they get hit,
he wouldn't be able to move away.
Hypothetically, he just can't move. Wow. Dungeons
I
and Dragons
love it as a
2014 moment.
Nope,
It
it
is
says
what it is.
disengage action. The disengage action allows the creature to move. Wait, hold on. Wait, sorry. That was explaining the disengage action. Not the... Oh wait, Sentinel's effect on disengage. One of the key benefits of the Sentinel feat is that it allows you to make an opportunity attack against a creature even if they have taken the disengage action before leaving your range. In short, Sentinel overrides the disengage action for creatures within your reach, ensuring that they still provoke an opportunity attack if they try to move away. So Sentinel overrides disengage is what it's saying.
Yes, which is
Wow.
Okay.
it's an opportunity attack, and then when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed is reduced to 0.
Okay, so
Might be a
now
little
he's
strong.
aware. He's definitely aware now of this ability, because if it stopped him again, he's like, okay. He's adjusting his footing, kind of now aware of what kind of skills you have. And he like there's a couple clicks with his tongue, and his companions will turn away from anyone else and they will focus on Rayla.
Yeah, so it says essentially the Sentinel feat is designed to help control the battlefield and prevent enemies from easily disengaging and moving away from you or towards vulnerable party members. So like it's meant for you to be able to control the people
Yeah,
around.
makes sense. So they're gonna stick right there.
Okay.
Because
Sorry
they
for
all
being a
know
rules
if they
lawyer.
leave
No, it's fine.
Miss Trigger Happy over here.
Well, you can only stop one person from leaving, because you only get one opportunity
Yeah, I
attack.
only get one
But,
opportunity attack.
they will instead attack you, Rayla. And
Not good.
this guy does not have his sword. He threw it.
Real
Actually-
quick, as Sierra is figuring all that out, we have a very important question from Skingle Dingle. Would you rather have one T-Rex as a pet or 100 Compsognathuses as pets?
What is that?
So I actually looked
Gotta
it
be
up.
an
It's another kind of dinosaur.
Gotta be.
It's by the looks of it, it looks something like a raptor, like a feathered raptor. If you can see that.
Oh wait, isn't that in one of the monster manuals? Like, not named
I know dinosaurs
that.
in general.
not named that, but like a dinosaur that looks like that.
Which one was this?
I don't know. Maybe I'm
Oh,
thinking
it's
of
like
something
cat
else.
sized. Oh gosh.
Okay, that's his thing. Okay.
I
So
would
many.
say
So,
one T-Rex.
Okay, but a bunch of tiny cat-sized creatures, though.
Okay, but like
That's
a
all
lot
I'm
of
saying.
food. That's a lot of food I have to buy.
That
Okay,
is still a lot of
but
food in the T-Rex.
That's
Just saying,
true, but
'cause
it's
I went
one
through that
food
same thought
bowl.
process.
It's one food bowl for a T-Rex.
Still a lot of food.
it's a lot of money to buy a giant steak,
Yeah, but like 100 competent
an entire
sockets-
cow every twice a day.
I mean, but think about it like this. If you have the T-Rex, you can't bring back T-Rexes. But with the 100, I'm not going to try to even pronounce it. You can sell those bad
can
boys.
share
You
them.
could start a business. You could
They could
that's
go
what
on a
you gotta
plane.
do
You
there.
can make
Let's be
Jurassic
honest.
World.
Jurassic World with one kind of dinosaur.
Mhm.
And they
You
can
could bring
sit
them
on
on a
your lap
plane,
while
just
you
saying.
play D&D and pet them.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah, that
you've
too, but,
convinced
like,
me. I'll go over to the cat dinos.
Okay.
Also, I mean,
Also,
one
action
giant
economy.
slobbery kiss versus 100 little itty bitty kisses.
okay, I'm gonna rein this back in now. Thank you, guys.
No more dinosaurs.
Since the guy threw his sword, he is pulling out his dagger instead, and he has advantage because you are flanked. He got a natural 20, so he's gonna hit you real hard. I just lost where the dagger was. Oh, here it is. Okay.
What he rolled a hit.
He rolled a natural 20 to hit.
I do have the shield of faith on me right now. Where is it? That gives me a +2 bonus to AC. So right now I have a 21 AC. So does he have any bonuses onto that?
If I add his +5, then it's a 25 to hit.
Okay, then yes.
So you take 11 points of damage, slashing damage from that attack.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack again. This time with a... Oh, wait. 23.
23 hits.
Okay, this one is not double damage, so it's just... Oh, and that was sad. Okay. Now that was 4 points of damage. He doesn't have a scimitar, so he loses his third attack. So that's his turn. The other guy, he's going to attack. Although he has all three of his... He has both of his weapons, so he maintains his 3 attacks. Oh, wait. I want these ones.
Yeah,
These
because
ones are
that
good
guy,
ones.
it's the guy down here that lost his scimitar, but the guy over here.
Yeah, correct.
Oh wait, I should put combat music on, guys.
23 to hit. And this one does 5 points of slashing damage.
23 to hit and does 5.
Yeah, and then his second one misses with a 9. And then his third attack with his scimitar, I believe misses with a 16. And that's his turn.
Okay, I'm still up.
Nice. All right, it's Zilli's turn. Kaya's up next. This guy... Oh, wait, I forgot one guy.
She just got wailed on.
He's still alive. He's just frightened, so...
The guy down here.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
Wasn't he running away to go tell everyone about Paige?
No, those were the other two. They already left.
That guy is scared of me.
He's scared of... Yeah. Castil.
Which I don't think I've been hit, so I have not lost concentration yet.
Now, this guy doesn't have any ranged weapons, so... he's gonna keep living, I guess. No. Maybe? No. Okay, Kaya. High or low, is he gonna steal your horse or not? High or low?
Oh!
He can't move closer to his source of fear, which is me, though.
You can still try and steal the horse. In a
Low.
different way, tempt it with food.
Fair
Animal
enough, fair
handling. He can still attempt. Doesn't mean he'll succeed, but... You said low?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully not Jack. Jack
He rolled a high, and he's going to pull out an apple, and he's going to be like, "Come here, horsey, come here." He's going to roll for animal handling.
He can make a wisdom saving throw on his turn to get rid of fear.
But it
As
would
like
take
an
up his
action?
turn.
The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw. The frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Okay.
But
Oh,
not an
okay.
action.
So but at the end of his turn.
I don't know if he did that his last turn, though.
One.
So, I don't know.
He got a 14, however, that specific skill brings it down to a 13, and the DC was 15, so he does fail.
My horse is loyal. I trained him like that.
No, I thought your dad
I
trained
think your
him.
dad trained it.
I definitely trained him like that.
And it doesn't work.
Please.
He's like, dig it. So now he's going to roll
Please.
for his
Please.
fear.
Please let Jack kick him.
Yeah, I kicked
He's
him in the
not
face.
Kick him,
close
Jack.
enough. Jack's not close
High or
enough for
low
that.
audience for that. He kicks
For-
Jack. If
He's
Jack
not
kicks
close
him,
enough
Ranged?
to attack him. He's not.
Ranged kick?
No. He's not close enough. And if he was, the guy could just forcefully take him. So it's win-lose there. But for his, it was a wisdom saving throw. You said.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so.
He got a 9. I think he fails.
That's got to be a fail.
So I guess I was at his end. So well, stealing the horse didn't work. He's frightened. He'll stay. He'll stay right there for now.
Ah, if I be gone. Hit the road, Jack. Don't let him come back no more, no more.
Zilli, Kaya's up next. Oh, Kaya is petrified though, so
Yeah.
I
Yep.
have that written down actually.
She's
Never mind.
petrified, so she doesn't really do anything. And then
But it's
Paige
still
is
Zilli's turn.
unconscious.
All
So,
right.
Maybe
Zilli
unconscious.
and then Rayla.
Wacky stick time. Pulling out my quarterstaff for this. That would be if. Sorry, I already rolled. I was trying to open something else.
No worries. I believe you.
So that would be 18 to hit. The guy
On
in
which
front of me.
one? The guy in front of you. 18 to hit. Hits.
Yay! And I do believe that is a D8. Is that correct?
Actually,
Yeah.
wait, you said 18?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, he actually won't use it because you would still hit him, so he doesn't use it. Of course.
And he's too focused on Rayla. He doesn't expect the little kid coming up behind him with
No.
his stick.
He doesn't see it coming.
Exactly.
And I don't have any add-ons to damage, do I?
You would have your strength as an add-on to the damage.
Which
just
is
like the
0.
bonus. So, no.
Oh no. So that is 2 points of damage. I poke him in the eye real good.
Ah! Frustrated growl. Love it.
Not all of us poking at our camera lenses.
Yeah, that'll be her turn.
Okay, I love it. Kaya's paralyzed for now 9 more rounds. Paige is unconscious but stabilized. Rayla, it is your turn. Castil, you are up next.
So, with the enchantment that Zilli put on me, is that something that I can do wisdom saves against, or is it a round thing? Like it lasts for X amount of rounds.
It is a concentration spell. I did look at that. I'll put it into the chat. It is a concentration spell for up to 8 hours, or until the suggestion has been completed.
It finishes when your task is completed. But if you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends. So only if your Zilli's party were to hit you.
Which, the only time they kind of got close to that was Castil casting Lesser Restoration on me.
Correct.
Okay, so Rayla's, because she's like, because now she's not crazy with bloodlust.
But she's still going for him.
Yeah, because the suggestion was to attack the bandits, essentially, and so she's going to like attempt to like resist, but like she can't really. And she's going to attack Keenan, but this time she's going to shout, "I'm sorry, I don't know what's called. Come over me! I can't control myself!" As she attacks Keenan.
Okay, I love it.
Oh, she's probably not gonna hit this time. That was a bad roll.
That's rough for her.
That's a 15 to hit.
That's rough.
Misses.
Misses. Oof. Yeah. She's trying to really go against it. She's like, "I'm sorry." But yeah, she doesn't really have anything. Oh, actually, I forgot she has to roll a Constitution saving throw on those hits on her Shield of Faith.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's above a 10. So she got hit 5 times.
No, the only ones that actually connected, I think, were 3.
Oh, three. Okay. So she succeeded the first one, succeeded the second one, and the third one. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
All rolled really high. Okay. So yeah, so that's her turn. Her shield of faith is still up. She's just going,
I'm sorry. Okay. I love it. Castil, it's your turn.
Castil's gonna be like, "Why are you apologizing to your kidnappers?" He will disengage and try to. Well, first he will cast Healing Spirit on Paige.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Okay, awesome.
ooh.
Which heals 1d6. Do you want to do that, Greg?
Yeah, I'll roll the d6. Let's see how stabilized he is. rolls a 0 somehow.
1 hit point.
If you have a -1, it is possible.
Okay, I rolled a 3, so I am up with 3 hit points.
Woo.
Yeah, you guys see Paige. He's on the ground and he's like choking. And this appears as a light, I presume. How does it appear?
Heavenly beams.
That's a good question. So you call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. I'm gonna say it comes forth kind of like a tree end, like just a spirit of a tree kind of shows up on top of you, kind of a thing.
Awesome. So the spirit appears and it heals him. You see his wounds begin closing.
Dryad. We're gonna do Dryad.
Nice. Dryad. And he, like, his eyes open at first very wearily, but then they just open wide and he begins like looking around, surveying the area, and his eye goes between like the bandits. He sees Kaya there in front of him, and then he looks, his eyes like dead focused on Rayla, like he's watching her exclusively now that she's still here. He's just watching. But it's not his turn, so he will not do anything.
I'm sorry.
With that, he will disengage and come to the other side of this bandit to give Rayla advantage on her next swings.
Nice. Okay. It is now the bad guy's turn. Keenan will go first. He gets advantage. Oof. I kind of feel bad about this.
Paige, you might need to go into this little square here.
Need to reorganize my dice. There's no space.
For
Yeah.
convenience sake, I'll move him over there.
Yeah, just cause.
He's like canonically here, but it's
Yeah.
21 to hit.
There's her healing spirit, Greg.
Wait, who's hitting who?
Keenan is attacking you. Rayla.
Oh, me.
Sorry. I should have said
21 does surpass the Shield of Faith.
that. Awesome.
It equals.
Let's see. He gets 2 dice?
Does he say anything?
Give me a moment.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna just... I'll do, I'll just do this, it's fine. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Are you hitting her with a big thing?
He does 11 points of damage with his first strike.
Okay.
And as you're saying sorry, he goes,
I also did just
Oh,
accuse
okay.
him of kidnapping.
yeah, he's just gonna go, well, I don't have to take you alive. I'll just take you all dead. as he strikes you, and then
What?
yep,
She just can she just kind of go, huh?
yeah, you go huh as he strikes at you again. Definitely hits with like a 26. I'm not even gonna count that.
Man, her shield of faith is not doing anything.
And he hits.
Oh wait, actually, let me roll for concentration. It's still up. And then for that next hit, it's still up. I'm like
I like
rolling.
these dice you're using. Which dice are they?
It's so funny. I'm like rolling like 16s and 19s for all these Constitution saving throws. Yet I'm rolling like an 8 for like to hit someone.
He does another 11 points of damage with his second attack. Are you still up?
She's down. She's bleeding out now. She just goes, huh? Down.
All right, I'm gonna give this to the audience. Audience, option 1 or option 2? Option 1, he's going to hit Rayla again and give her a death fail, or he's gonna take Paige out. That's option 2.
Oof. All right, chat, get in there, vote.
Who do you dislike more? Just kidding.
Don't make it about that. No. Paige would be the one who lives that. Oh wait.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. Oh my gosh. Drama plor papaya? Flor
It's probably 4.
Oh, for papaya. I see. That's what they're trying to say, I think.
I don't like
4,
that.
yeah. Got it. We're tied.
Oh,
We're even
3. There's
Stevens,
a real
guys.
option for 3. So
No,
we're
no,
2.
there's not a vote 3 skingle dingle.
I love the creativity though.
Professor Foghorn, vote literally anything else. And vote 4. Also, when you vote, make sure to put it's exclamation point, vote, space, and then 1 or 2. Or for advantage, disadvantage, it's A or D.
Okay, let's close up this.
Well, it's tied.
Oh, it's tied.
Yeah, it's tied.
Guys, you can't end on a tie.
Skingle
can't
dingle,
do
you
that.
have to vote. You have to break
Then he
the
can't
tie.
attack, right? His decision's unmade and he can't
Just
attack,
like
right?
keep this
Yeah.
going forever.
Oh, he split the tie. Poll
Oh.
is closed. Option 2
Wow.
won.
Okay.
That's so
Unfortunate.
sad.
So you guys,
Unfortunate.
he doesn't get advantage to hit Paige. Oh wait, no, he does because Paige is prone.
I'm
Never
prone.
mind.
He sees you wake up and he goes, no.
17 to hit.
I'm gonna call my audience inspiration.
Ooh.
I'm gonna call for that.
Advantage, disadvantage.
In an attempt to lower his hit. So you can vote advantage, or you can vote disadvantage, and perhaps he will miss.
Okay. Welcome in,
It's for the people
Zambi.
that wanted no effect.
Thanks for
I
the
love it.
subscription.
True.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Advantage. I hope you're enjoying the show. Now, let's get into some more polls, guys. Advantage, disadvantage.
The horror.
Paige, what are you want? Greg, what are you wanting them to vote for?
I mean, I would really enjoy not dying, so disadvantage would be
Yeah.
great.
This is giving advantage or disadvantage to the villain about to take Paige out. Not on a date, guys. Not on a date.
Okay.
Also, Sierra, can I roll a Constitution saving throw on that death? On the one that he, like. Oh wait, no, he's attacking Paige. Never mind.
Mhm.
Okay, alrighty. Poll is closing.
This is horrible timing. I'll be right back. I have to go do something.
Oh.
My AC is 13. I'll be right
13,
back.
okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close poll.
Wait, the
one
Wow.
that's-
I was the
The
only
guy
one.
that's attacking Paige, how do you spell his name?
Keenan.
Keenan.
How do you spell it?
I actually don't know. I spelt it
Uh,
in
Where,
my
where's
own
mine?
way. Disadvantage 1. You guys like Paige.
You guys do like Paige. Let's see if it was
But
enough
not
to save
enough.
it. Let's see. Oh. Nope. Wait. Yes. Keenan. Whoa.
Keenan.
K-E-E. N. Oh wait, I lost it. Where was it? Oh my gosh, I gotta do better with my notes. Yeah, so it's K-E-E-N-A-N. Keenan.
Oh, I just added an extra A on accident.
And I think he's told you his last name.
Hello. Oh, Zach is there.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Oh, we can't
You're on
hear
mute.
you.
Can't hear.
Okay, I'm here to interrupt this program real quick. Greg's in the bathroom. He doesn't know I'm here.
Oh,
Something I need to say real quick.
You're gonna surprise him. I love it. Hide under his
Make
goodness.
good
No,
choices. Have
You
good
did it.
goals.
Hide behind
I
the
get
whiteboard.
inspiration. Bye.
you give him inspiration. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, that was Zach from Kobold's Brew.
Fantastic. He was Zoddy before he passed on.
Mm-hmm. So be sure to go check him out. He's also on
Alright, what'd I
our
miss?
Discord.
Zoddy took over your microphone.
No, what are you talking about? No, he didn't.
I'm sorry, I'm too honest.
We heard
Fucking
voices from the afterlife of a familiar kobold.
Whack. Did I
Okay.
get hit?
Sorry, we got distracted
Disadvantage.
with how to spell a name. Let's see. The first one was a 17, and then the other one, he had rolled a 7. So 7 plus 7. 14?
Oh, 13 was his air armor class, so a 14 hits.
Oh!
That'll hit.
I'm Sally.
That'll hit. So sad. This'll
Oh,
look
that's
well.
not bad. I mean, it'll still. You're dropping to bleeding out because he does 9 points of damage. As like
Nice.
your eyes come wide, you see Rayla go down, and he goes, "Just stay down, Birdie." And he like stabs you.
Just stay down.
Where does he stab him?
Let's see. If he's like come back alive, just stay down, Birdie. I think he goes for the chest. He just goes straight in the middle of the chest.
I thought this guy was trying to leave.
He was gonna. And then you kept stopping him. He's like, okay, you're ruining my shirt. This is rude. This is rude.
She said sorry.
Okay. You both are now bleeding out. That was all of his attacks. He will stay where he is, but he does give out a couple whistles, and his men will target Castil. They don't know what makes Zilli special, so they're targeting Castil. Yes?
Question.
Okay, they have disadvantage.
I just don't
Right,
exist.
actually, it wouldn't have gone this way. It would have gone this way.
Question.
Yes.
Now that I am dying, does the enchantment that Zilli put on me, does that wear off? Because she's, like, down? But technically, like, the group didn't hit Rayla?
It was suggestion, right?
It was suggestion.
I don't
I-
think it would. And
Yeah, I don't think it stops.
it doesn't stop. If you were
Okay.
dead, I think maybe it would have, but you're not dead.
Okay.
Yeah, because dead creatures, when their spirit leaves their body,
Mhm.
this canonically, their item distinction goes from creature to object. And objects cannot have suggestion cast on them, and therefore the suggestion would break.
But her
But
spirit is
technically
still
you're
on
alive
her.
still.
Yeah.
So still a creature.
Still a creature. I don't know which way he would go. Would he go this way or this way? I think he gonna go this way.
He's stepping on Rayla.
I can't decide if he should go above or below. But I think he'll go below because he doesn't see the danger in Zilli. So, yeah. They're going to attack Castil for their turn.
With
They have
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Ah, that's right. Curse your fancy item.
Hey,
That I pay.
Thanks, chat.
very nice item. I appreciate it.
Curse myself. I'm just kidding.
Hey, thanks, chat. Reminder that chat chose that item. Hey.
Chat
That's true.
did
That's
choose
true.
item. Chat, you guys are so nice to us. We love you. Can the players, while
Nine.
Sierra's doing that, just show your love
Nine.
for the chat, guys? We love you.
I have a
chat.
love-hate relationship with the chat. I don't know how I feel about you guys yet. Hey, you're trying to get us out of this mess as much as you got us into this mess. I'm just saying.
That's true. I did ask chat who I was gonna attack in the when I was berserk. I said either the main bad guy or Paige, and they did pick Paige.
I mean, I'm happy to have controversy. I'm happy. I'm happy to have what's happened happen. I'm just not taking away your blame. I'm just
Oh
not
my
gonna do
gosh.
it.
Okay.
You're
Not my
like,
style.
I'm gonna hold you responsible.
Yeah.
Castil does a 14 hit.
Yes.
Okay, one guy goes in with his daggers, misses twice. The second guy, he goes in with the scimitar, hits once.
Okay, they no longer have disadvantage then.
These
Con
roll at
check.
disadvantage. Don't worry.
The moment I'm hit, they no longer have disadvantage. That's the effect of the displacement thing. Once I'm
Okay.
hit, it goes away.
Well, we'll still keep playing it as it was, because
She made all the
those rolls were
already.
first.
It happened.
So, he hits you once, and does 6 points of slashing damage. He then goes in with his dagger and proceeds to get 2 nat 1s. So for his first one, he goes in and he just like slices right through you and instead hits his companion for 9 points of damage.
Oh, hits him right in
Stabs
the
him in the
gut.
leg and he's like, ah!
Oh.
Let's see, that's... yeah. And then his second one, he's like, oh no! He's like, you stabbed me! And then he will leave that dagger in his friend,
Just
and then
leave
he
it.
will just pull out another dagger, and he's going to try to attack again, and totally just misses. And as he does this like swing in attack and overshoots and loses his grip, and it flies backwards and hits Keenan, and Keenan's like, Bert,
Just stop.
if you hit anyone one more time,
What say you we just let bygones be bygones? It seems both our teams are mucking things up. You go your way, we go ours.
roll for persuasion with disadvantage.
I'm gonna call on the audience for advantage to try and make that just a flat roll.
Okay, audience, is he going to get advantage, like a flat roll, or or you give him extra disadvantage?
I roll 3 dice and take the lowest.
That'd be wild. Oh, people voting NA in the chat.
I mean, to be fair, I have not struck any of his men.
That is true.
True.
You've
That is
only
not where the
been healing.
disadvantage is coming from. It's because he really, really would rather take you guys in.
No. Guys, we're having a really mixed vote here.
Skill Dingle, traitor.
Also, to explain the horse, that's Jack. That's Kaya's horse. just sitting there. All right,
He's a
5,
good horse.
4, 3, 2, 1, and closed. Advantage 1 with the most amount of.
Okay.
With over
I
half.
will- So, before I make that roll, I'm going to say 2 things before I forget them. 1, because I cast Healing Spirit, this guy is no longer frightened.
Oh, that's good to know.
And I made a con save and rolled a 4 to keep Healing Spirit up, and so that's gone.
No!
Dang, that's unfortunate.
That's really sad.
That is an 18.
18.
Wait. Natural 18. Plus, you said Persuasion?
Yeah.
19.
19.
I thought the horse would all turn on us. That's funny.
Jack is with us.
Clearly, your men are having a rough day. We're having a rough day. We could come at it, fight each other at another time.
They wouldn't even be able to carry us back.
Okay. He is going to... 19's pretty high.
Cross your fingers, chat. Cross your fingers really hard.
Chat, I think Dane broke the DM.
Well,
Goes against everything he wants. But
okay.
alright, he was gonna leave.
All that means is that I get the best outcome. It doesn't mean that it goes against anything he necessarily.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do things that are out of character. If that
Dingle
helps.
dingle, I'm separating my fingers as hard as I possibly can. He's like, come on.
I mean, I have fallback plans.
You have a fair point, Cursebreaker. As he, rips the dagger out of his shoulder and drops it on the ground. I'll tell you what. I'll let you run away, but I keep these 2. My trophies of the battle, as he motions to Paige and Rayla.
See, the issue with that is we came here for Rayla, and I am not about to abandon any of my men. Oh, woman.
Thank you for the inclusion.
Would you take me in their place?
2 is better than 1.
2 is better than 1.
I'm keeping these 2. You
But
guys
I would be
walk
going
away.
without a fight. They wake up, they will be fighting.
Who says they'll wake up?
Who says they won't?
Question.
Yeah.
I am asking for permission to do Zilli's turn in the middle of this conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, they say this. Who says they won't? Zilli, what do you do?
This is over 6 seconds. Go for it.
So Zilli, knowing that he is not going to budge on taking these 2, She's oh boy.
Can
How
I
about I make the choice easier for you? I am abominating striking Eldritch Blast to send
Oh.
2 beams at him.
Oh,
I love it. Do it.
oh my god.
What does that make it? Like 2 points? Is that when you get at a certain level, or is that just cast it on a spell?
2 beams at 5th level.
And you're currently 4th, so you'll
I'm
take 1
currently
point of
4th.
exhaustion.
Yes.
Okay, I love it.
It is a ranged spell attack.
So yeah, roll to hit.
Can I just add in that technically he didn't actually down Paige, Rayla did. So, like, he doesn't
He
deserve
did it
to
again,
take...
though. He did it again. He woke up and he stabbed
Okay,
him
but that
again.
was like baby mode. He doesn't deserve to take Paige.
Yeah.
Okay.
In his mind, he does.
For that first one, that is a 22.
That hits.
For the second one, ooh, that makes it a 12. I am going to call on my audience inspiration for that one.
I
To
As
ask
love
for
well,
it.
they
advantage.
actually, audience is just giving you inspiration.
They did?
Chat just gave you inspiration for being an absolute queen.
Yeah!
Let it go.
That's
True.
Thank you,
What the-
Steve.
Wow.
Steve and Caitlin.
Wow. Incredible.
Rage!
That makes it another 22.
They both hit.
On Keenan,
Yep, they both hit on Keaton.
kill him! Kill him!
All right, we got
Unalive
2
him.
D10s.
Come on, Sierra, rule of cool.
Rule of cool.
They instantly
That
kill
is-
him.
Yeah!
That is 10 on that first one,
Oh!
Ooh, nice.
and 9 on that second one.
Awesome.
Almost max.
That's incredible. 19's not bad for a cantrip.
He is looking pretty hurt, but this kind of like is the first time it's not just like scrapes and bruises. As you just blast him, and he's totally caught off guard by this because he doesn't know you're a warlock at all. And there's like now like a scar of electricity that is just like absolutely raw on his arm where that blast hit him. I don't know. Is Eldritch Badge? This is not electricity. What do you want it to look like? When it hits, like as his scar, what do you want
It's
it to look like?
force damage.
It's a beam of crackling energy, so I would say it is pretty close to electricity.
Okay, so he still has that like electricity look where he's been hit, and is kind of like spiraling out from the indentation of where the strike landed. And he growls in pain, and he looks up to you as there's like blood running down his tunic, and he does not look happy at all.
She is going to glare back at him and just say, "Leave."
Hey. Make an intimidation check.
Yes!
I was literally just about to ask that. I was gonna be like, could she intimidation?
Let's see. Ooh, my intimidation is actually pretty high
For a little girl?
for a little girl. That makes it a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. So you say leave, and as you say this, your eyes go completely black. Castil, you would notice this as her eyes just go completely black, and you see like darkness, almost like a void, start to come out from behind her a bit. And as she says leave, it has a deep echoing reverberation to it behind it that is not her voice, that echoes that leave. They did their turn, but with all of this talking and stuff, I'm gonna say it's kind of come back around. That was Zilli's.
Do I make a death save? And me and Paige?
Yeah, Kaya and Paige make death saves.
You mean
Rayla has
Rayla
8
and
rounds
Paige.
left of being paralyzed.
You mixed that up. It's Rayla
Sorry.
and Paige death saves.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Kaya is paralyzed for 8 more rounds. Paige and Rayla, please make death saving throws.
I messaged you mine.
Nice. 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 Okay. And I'll say Cassie with all this back and forth, that's kind of part of your turn. For their turn, they're gonna all disengage and they're gonna leave. They're not gonna say anything, just as she says leave, Keenan, his eyes widen a bit as hers change, and he is going to step back as if he's watching like a wild animal. And he like slowly goes down the stairs, keeping an eye on Zilli, and he makes a whistle and his companions also back away. One holding his leg with the dagger still in it.
Zilli is going to watch them out the window. And she's gonna make sure they're still in range for this, but let them go a bit. And then she's gonna use Chill Touch on Keenan.
Okay.
I like to imagine that Castil's just kind of like a little off to the side of her, like, just, all right, they're leaving. And then the Chill Touch happens. He's like, what the?
He's like, oh no!
Hit it with Chill Touch. Wait, Chill Touch is a 120 feet. Okay, yeah, so you can do that. So roll to hit.
That would be 16.
16. He can't parry because it's not a physical attack. So
I also love the idea that, like, the next time we see them, if there is a next time, they're just only going to be afraid of Zilli.
Right,
Like,
the child.
The child.
High or low, Kaya. This will determine whether or not he put his shield away, which will make it miss or hit.
I've only seen her with a stick.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I rolled low. He did not put his shield away. So you miss. I'm sorry.
Would this be something that I could use my talisman for?
No, not yet. Your talisman at this time only makes
the skills
yeah,
checks.
skill checks.
Very well. He escapes for now.
For now. Sorry. They're going to like just completely retreat. So we will stay in initiative order for the sake of healing and like people down on the ground, but we're gonna say that the battle's over. So Castil, what would you like to do for the rest of your turn? It's technically your turn.
I think you're muted.
Just grab the horse and run.
I'm your healer, guys. See ya. If I'm remembering correctly, technically, so when you come up and you go back down, it resets all your death saves, correct?
Correct.
It does.
Okay.
It resets successes, but it doesn't reset the failures. So if you were to go down again, your failures track until your next long rest.
I had no idea. Really?
That's
It's brutal.
very
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
What? I'm gonna
And
look that up.
Rules as written, anyways.
I'm looking
Tech-
that up.
It's not technically an optional
I've been
rule. it's,
playing
like,
wrong
built
my
into that
entire
save.
life.
In that
That's
case,
not how I was taught. I'm gonna look that
I'm
up.
so curious.
I will cast another healing spirit. I think on Paige first because he's been down longest. I think he already has one roll, whereas one more roll than Rayla. So I'm going to send it on him first. And then could I technically use my action to move it onto Rayla, or no?
Sorry. One more time.
Could after I heal Paige, can I use my action to move it onto Rayla, or is that not a thing?
What does it say in the spell description?
Yeah.
The spell description is you can use a bonus action, I believe.
A bonus action to move
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, bonus action
Yeah.
to summon it and a bonus action to move it.
So no,
Oh.
it has to be a bonus action.
Okay, I didn't know if it could equate to.
Well, since it is a 5-foot, I think it's like a 5-foot cube, right?
It is.
Hold on. Yeah, 5-foot cube. Technically, you could, because since we're both close enough, you can fit each of us in a corner of the 5-foot cube. So technically, the AOE would hit both of us at the same time.
What I could do, I can drag Paige over on top of Rayla with my movement and my action to pick him up and drag him, and then
Yeah.
cast it on them and get them both.
That would work.
Yeah.
That'd work. It's up to you.
I put Paige on top because Rayla has her heavy armor.
Rell's a little heavy.
Fair
Each
enough.
of you roll a d6 for your health, if the DM allows that.
Sorry. I will say sure. Sure. We'll allow it.
Oh, Steve Weber is saying that he says, Sierra, you've been playing it correctly. This is the one time that it appears Gregory is incorrect. PHP
Ain't no
page
way.
197, apparently.
Hey!
Apparently. Holy fetch.
Hold up, I've got my
Curse you,
PHP behind me.
Steve
Let me
Weber.
go grab that.
Steve
Are we
Weber
talking-
coming in
Curse
blood.
you, Steve.
We're playing
Greg has just been playing on
2014
hardcore.
rules.
I've been
So,
playing
hold on,
hardcore mode,
hold on.
apparently.
He really just wants to die.
He just wants to die.
I'm just after this
I
character
won't let
reset,
you.
guys. Nice.
I mean, I was looking at 9th level spells in case he said no. See if I could find one of those for an Indomitable Strike.
It says page 197.
Yep, 197. Death saves.
Okay.
Steve is correct. The number. So keep track of both, successes and failures until you collect 3 of a kind. The number of both is reset to 0 when you regain any hit points or become stable.
Right there.
There you go.
There it is. Steve
you
is
go.
correct.
Steve has
Sounds like my
out-rules
whole
lawyered
life
me. Well done.
Has been
Wow.
wrong. I was like, I thought I knew this game. Thank you,
Yeah,
Steve.
now
Got back my
now
confidence.
I
now
won-
that's my conundrum. Is I thought I knew this game. My
I
bad.
wonder if
bad,
you're looking at the gritty realism rule set, because it could be
Oh.
that.
Very possibly.
It could
Maybe
be that,
that's
which
what I'm.
would
Maybe
be
I'm
a-
just so used to playing on that. That's just what I grew up with. Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
it could be, because gritty.
Do that.
A lot of dungeon masters, well, not a lot, but some dungeon masters will tend to pull some things from the gritty realism rule set, but not use all of them.
That would make
so-
sense. That would make sense. Cool.
Okay.
Wow. That was a crazy moment.
Also, I'm up with 5. Rayla, how much did you heal?
I have not rolled yet, actually. Give me a second. I was grabbing my book.
I would say if you're healing off of the same heal, it would just be 1 die, and that 1 die applies to both of them. So I'd actually say don't take that 5. Let's have Castil roll 1 die, and you both get whatever
Okay.
he rolls.
Okay,
Wait.
I mean, I imagine it would still take 2 charges because it has a certain number of charges that it can heal.
Yeah, correct.
Sure.
But
That's how that works.
this also works.
If it's an odd number, I'll take the less.
Is it being divided between the two?
No, it's just
No,
you both.
you're
get
both getting the
whatever.
same amount, the same number,
Oh.
whatever it is.
Okay.
4. So you each get 4.
All right, we will go out of turn order then. Battle's over, and for just for a little longer, Kaya is still technically in shock as she had 7 rounds left at this point.
Okay. I have something that Paige will do immediately as he gets up.
Okay.
Just instantaneously. So,
As you get up, I'm gonna say Castil is very winded, and he's kind of just kneeling, or he's using his knees to kind of like prop himself up.
okay,
But all right.
this makes sense.
I'll
So
wait for Paige
immediately
to
as he gets
decide.
up, Paige needs to make a sanity check, and so I will.
It's covered in blood.
There's I accidentally rolled at advantage. 1 second. Let me
Bro
reroll.
just died twice. He needs a sanity check.
That one's better. I like the one that I re-rolled. Because the other one I rolled with advantage, and so I re-rolled to be fair. Reasonably so.
Wow. Okay.
And I
Lose
I
one
may or may
sanity,
not
'cause you got a nat
have-
one.
roll the nat one.
He also is gonna be amnesiac. Oh my
We'll see.
gosh.
Yeah. Lose one sanity. You get a long-term madness. Rayla also lose one honor as Keenan got away, and he's gonna tell a bunch of people that the Sunstrider wails on her own friends when they try to help her. So lose one honor.
No, I just gained that. Now I have a -2 to honor again. That's okay. I
Don't
felt
tell
so
everyone.
I felt so proud when we finally gained that honor. I was like, she's doing it. She's not doing it.
Nope.
Insanity, man.
I'm gonna
Okay.
wait for the results of Paige's thing before I say what Rayla's doing.
Okay, roll 1d100 and then 1d10, please, for the long-term madness.
The anticipation's literally killing me. I can't.
It's too much. These are too
Not
many
this
sanity
again.
checks.
Not this again. There's 100 different options.
I know. Well, if it makes you
13
feel any better, I'm
and
not rolling it any
4.
sanity checks.
Okay. So for 40 hours, you experience vivid hallucinations and has disadvantage on ability checks.
This is a good game, you guys. I'm having a great time here.
So he's
this
on
is
top
great.
of Rayla, though. What is happening?
Wait, you
why
jumped
do
on
we-
her?
No,
I
he
missed
No,
something.
I
Castil
I put
dragged
them on top of
him
each other.
on top of Rayla.
Yeah, to heal both of us at the same time. It was time
Oh, okay.
efficient, so we wouldn't have death saves. Also, high or low, Rayla?
Low.
Since I still have my mind. You're going. Oh, low. Okay, that's nice. Let me just roll for it.
I'm gonna say he's actually kneeling down next to you guys. He pulls you up or kills you.
I love this game.
I think someone
game's
spiked
cool,
Phil's punch.
guys.
Yeah, Steve. It feels
Okay.
like it. Oh my gosh.
So, Paige, he gets up, and he is covered in blood. And beneath him, there's a person who is also covered in blood, and everywhere around him is covered in blood. And this
right,
is
I
all
forgot
he
about this.
sees. Everything is blood. This and he like stands up, he jolts straight, he like wipes out his eyes, and then he opens them, and he sees Rayla there, and he lets out this like this pained squawk, and he begins to run in the opposite direction. You see this look of terror and fear wash over him, and he's just booking it. He's running. Just got Rayla back.
Like right off the edge or down the stairs? Does he know?
So he's running. As a bonus action, he is going to use his healer's kit on himself, using his using his features, and that will heal him a I believe it's 1d6 plus 4. So I'll go ahead and roll the d6 plus 4. So he heals another 6, and he's just gonna jump. He does not care.
Paige, come back! No!
Okay, you're gonna take
safe!
damage.
He's gonna take his dash action, and he's gonna go 60 feet from where you guys came.
And you take 1 point of fall damage.
Nice. You hear the ground crumple as you hear his like body just as he keeps just running, booking it full speed.
Poor Kai is still just there with his blood on her hands. Rayla, what do you do?
Well, she just woke up to a bird screaming in her face. From Rayla's perspective, she like wakes up, sees this like bloody Birdman on top of her that she knows that she just stabbed. He screams at her, and she's going to like cover her ears when he screams, and like wincing. He runs off, and then she will like be looking at the group around her, and like slowly start to try and sneak away. Cause I don't know why they want me.
Okay, can you roll for stealth with disadvantage?
Yeah, I can roll for stealth at disadvantage. That is a solid 2.
2. Everyone knows exactly where you are.
She's still thinking like maybe if I don't. She's like if I don't see them, they won't see me.
Castil, what do you want to do?
She's gonna crawl towards the stairs.
So he shouted off after Paige.
Oh, you run after Paige.
No, he doesn't run. He shouted.
Oh,
after.
shouts. Oh, sorry.
He's currently on his knees. I think, knowing that she's trying to sneak away, he's not gonna turn and look at her. He's just like, Rayla,
How do you know
what
my
are you
name?
doing? We have been traveling for the past few days.
No, we haven't.
Yes,
You-
we have.
You just came in here and you tried to steal their cows or whatever cattle they had.
They
I
don't
just-
have any cattle.
I'm just here for a job, okay? I was just here. Now, if you don't excuse me, I really would like to not be stabbed anymore. That was a little traumatizing.
None of us have stabbed you.
Well, a lot of other people have stabbed me, so I think I'm
Yes,
just going to go back.
The
into
people
town.
you were getting your job from were stabbing you.
Okay, well, apparently they weren't the nicest people. Okay, but you guys are also not the nicest people. You were stabbing people.
I've done none of that.
Well, goodbye, sir. And she's going to like get up to her feet.
Rayla Sunstrider, you're really going to leave Zilli, the one who's been attached to you the past who knows how long.
She's gonna like
Zilli like peeks out from behind Castil. She's got like a little pouty face on her. Like she's got a little pouty face.
I'm sorry, I don't know who this Zilli is that you're talking about. Frankly,
You really don't remember anything.
I'm sorry if I should be remembering you or not. I don't know. All I remember is just I just woke up to fire. That's it. And now I'm here. And apparently these guys didn't have cattle, but they were really nice. So I was fine, and then you guys came in here and were threatening to explode the place. I don't know what you want with me. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry, they said I had some cousins in Vale, so I'm just gonna go there, okay? And maybe they'll sort something out.
Don't remember what happened to Vale.
What happened to Vale? It's a place that I have cousins, apparently, I think. So I'm gonna go there. You guys can
To my
go
knowledge,
in
Vale is destroyed.
no,
Or-
Vale
It wasn't destroyed. It was. Sorry,
has
I
the
had the Moliense seed, and I had, for some reason, processed the fact that it got attacked and was destroyed.
Wait,
Oh,
so does Castil say it was
No.
destroyed?
it is not actually destroyed. No, he wouldn't.
Sorry, so I'm just gonna head to Vale.
Well, we were already headed there together.
Sorry, I think I would have remembered that. I'm really sorry. Please don't kill me. I'll let you go
No
on
one's
your,
going to
on your
kill you.
murderous way. I won't. My lips are sealed.
Nobody here died.
Okay, but there was an attack. I don't want to, be a bother. So, I'll just make my way.
Zilli runs up and hugs you.
Oh, my goodness. There. I'm sorry, I really don't know what's going on. Who are you?
She is practically your daughter at this point. You have been taking care of her like your daughter.
She's gonna look at the back of her hand. And just look it down at Zilli. I don't think I gave birth to her. I don't
No. That's not the only way you become a mother. You can adopt,
Did I adopt you?
Practically.
What?
Zilli nods.
What? I think I would remember if I adopted someone.
Clearly not, if you do not remember what happened in Vale.
What happened in Vale? What are you talking about?
Your brother basically made a terrorist attack over there.
What?
And that is why your whole family has been looked down upon for the past while.
So I'm gonna cut in here. Kaya's finally back to her senses, and she's just shaking really badly. And she's looking, and now there's just a blood spot where Paige used to lay. And she's just Paige? And she just kind of falls on her hands and knees, and she's just crying out, and she's just there's tears, and she's just shaking, and it's not really making any sense, but she doesn't know what to do, and she's just calling out his name over and over, just tears, and she just.
And I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what came over me. I never would hurt anyone. And I'm really sorry about that. I felt like just something clouded my brain and I wasn't there anymore. And then she's going to kind of gently push Zilli off of her and kneel down, and she's gonna be like, I'm so sorry, little one. I'm not your mother. I hope you find her. I'm sorry.
But I don't know her.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I could do more to help, but and she's gonna look over at you, Castil, as she stands up, and she's gonna say, I don't even know if I can trust a single word coming out of your mouth. I'm just gonna. I don't know.
Do you still have those berries on you by chance?
What berries?
Check your pack and see if you have the berries. This morning I had given you some. They're called good berries. I can produce more of them if that would help convince you that we have known each other.
This is kind of. If I look for some mysterious berries, what if you had planted them in my pouch? I mean, I guess.
When would I have planted them?
Okay, I'll just take a look.
And while she does that, I'm going to cast Animal Messenger and send it after Paige. Basically, just saying, "Hey, it's safe. The battle's over. You can come back."
A message? Like the 100 feet one?
No, it is
Animal.
Animal Messenger, I believe.
Oh, okay, you're giving it to an animal, and the animal's gonna go find Paige. Got it.
Yeah.
Rayla will reach into her pocket and just be mumbling, I think I would remember if I had some berries on, and pull out the branch of, like, good berries. Because it was in her pocket. And she's gonna be like,
And then as you look at him, he will cast also Goodberry and make another branch.
this... She's gonna
I
just...
gave that to you this morning.
She drops the berries. This doesn't
They're-
make any sense.
You said you remembered fire. The last time we saw you was at the execution. There were 2 people being lit on fire. We all went inside, and that was the last we saw you. You had vanished. We then went on a huge hunting spree. Not hunting, but search to find you.
She's gonna look down at Zilli and just... Can I roll insight to see if what he's saying is true? Or at least
Yeah.
if he believes it to be true.
Roll for insight, and then Castil, you either roll persuasion or if you are lying, deception. You don't have to say which, but
My insight is 17.
I rolled a 13.
so if you were trying to persuade her,
I beat him.
you do beat him. So
I'm confused as to who was setting the DC for who.
it's kind of like whoever beats who. Like, if she's rolling insight, and you roll a higher persuasion, then it's like, oh, she'd believe what you say. If you roll deception and you beat her, she'd believe what you say. If she rolled insight and you rolled deception, she wouldn't believe you. If you roll persuasion and the insight and you were being truthful, then she could recognize that it was truth. But if you were being deceitful, she would recognize it as lies. So now you can say, were you being truthful or not? I mean, we
Yes.
kind of know that you were being truthful, but that's how it would go, like, in situations where you are lying.
Okay. Well, he was being truthful. He was being as sincere as he can.
If that's the case, if what you're saying is true, then what happened?
We don't know. You, like I said, we all came inside into the Duke's manor, and we thought you were behind us, but you were not.
Did those men, did they mess with my memory for some reason, or were they lying to me?
Well, seeing as there's no cattle around here, there was definitely some sort of lies going on. Beyond that, I do not know their intentions or actions they've taken.
They, both you and them said that you said you were looking for me, and they said that they wanted me, and before he knocked me down.
Potentially, but
What's going on?
what I just told you is all I know. You can believe us. You don't have to believe us. But the fact that you don't remember anything is concerning. And I would like to help find a way to fix that.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember anything besides the fire?
Not really. I just really remember the fire and my name. I don't really remember anything about my life before.
Do you remember what he called me? Cursebreaker?
A Cursebreaker.
You were unconscious.
I didn't quite catch that. Are you some sort of witch doctor?
That's the name of our adventuring group.
Oh. Wait. She's gonna
If we go
look
back
down
in
at
town,
herself.
we can prove that you were part of our group.
Okay. Okay. Well...
I will not force you, but I invite you to come with us. And Zilli would very much like you to come with us.
Okay. For now.
And then Kaya's still there, and she's just like, he's gone. He's gone. Where did he go? And then she'll like turn to Rayla, and she's like, what did you do? What did you?
Zilli's gonna go over and just gently grab both your arms and just like gently motions for you to sit back down.
Where is he? Where did he go?
He'll be back. I sent a messenger to go pick him up.
What happened?
I'm
That's
sorry.
what we're trying to find out.
Zilli grabs either side of your cloak and just wraps it around you.
You stabbed him! What do you mean you didn't mean to?
I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. I wasn't going to hurt anyone. I didn't want to. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's like some thing to control.
DM, would Castil be familiar enough with madness to know that it could cause bloodlust?
Roll for history.
Okay. Just because he's
Or
been,
medicine. Either one.
he's been in war, and so I figured maybe he knows something about it. Where's my medicine?
Just tugging at my heart,
I will
Kaya.
do medicine. That is a 21.
21. Madness can cause a lot of different things, can be triggered by a lot of different things, and it can cause violent outbreaks against people that they even know.
I will say she is so shaky she could not stand if she tried. She would just immediately fall down.
Kaya, in intense situations, I've known many soldiers who various things can happen, and I've known some of them to turn on their own friends in said madness. It's a possibility.
Where did he go? Where is he?
He ran off in that direction, and I have.
He's fine. He's okay.
He should be fine.
Are you
just
sure?
running. Yes. I have an animal companion going to go find him, and we'll hopefully bring him back to us.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'll help you find him.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
we're all very stressed right now. Let's get out of this gory scene and let's go downstairs
Rayla
and take some time to process what happened tonight. Is that okay?
Okay. Rayla's going to grab her sword belt, and her shield, and she's going to put it inside the bag of holding, so she has no weapons on her. Because she is not wanting to hurt anyone else on accident. So all of her weapons are now in the bag of holding. Her backpack too.
Okay. First off, inspiration to Kaya from Melody Wolf. Great acting. Where's the calm emotions? You know, that is a good question.
I'm like shaking in real life for real.
The anxiety.
Method acting. That's
Method
it. Is what?
acting.
No, I'm kidding. It's okay. We're okay. Everybody's okay. Hey.
And with that, we're gonna
Audience,
cut
you're okay
to Paige, who was not okay.
Who is not okay.
Okay. Paige, he's just been like running, like heavily breathing. He's just like watching around himself. He's hearing things. He's seeing things. This has happened before, and he knows what's happening, but it's still there. And he's just running, and he comes to like approaching where he can see the edge of town, and he like stops running for a second, and he like catching his breath. And he's going to try to stealth his way into the town at this point to try and lose his trail as best as he can.
Roll for stealth.
Okay, and you know what? He's stressed enough, and I'm pretty sure he already does, but he's got disadvantage on this check. He is one sneaky bird. Okay. So he now begins going through back ways. He's been taught about sneaking and back ways in these areas, and he's going to follow a way that was taught to him by his master. He begins sneaking into town, and his first thought is safety. Where can I be safe? I have to go home. And he starts heading towards his house, but something stops him, and he turns and goes another way. And continuing to sneak around, he just looks for darkness, just someplace that is away from everybody else, just safety.
Okay, you are able to find that successfully. And you even in this state, you feel like you are pretty well hidden. And like your back is protected, you know, your sides are protected. You found a very good little like dark crevice to hide in. And you're there for a while when, let me double check the spell, see if I can even find you.
To my understanding, it's just a creature goes and looks for him. So it basically be if that creature is able to find him with its own.
So it's
perception.
going to try. Which one did you do?
I didn't choose one, but if it's nighttime, we can say it's a bat.
A bat? Okay. Cool. Let's have you roll that for me instead of me rolling it. It's your spell. Roll for perception because they're looking. They're not really investigating.
That's a 16.
16. And then this is the wrong book for that. Their perception. Oh my gosh. Stop glitching out. It's fine. Perception is a +1. +1.
Do they get blind sight? That'd be nice.
They do have blind sight. But that doesn't necessarily help with them on their perception.
No. In that case,
Oh, it has advantage though, while relying on hearing. Oh, well, Is it hearing?
I mean, his breathing is very irregular. You know,
sure. We'll allow
footsteps,
advantage.
running. He's not sneaking slowly. He's doing both. He's sneaking and moving quickly because he can. Because that's his class.
okay. I rolled a 15, so 16 total.
It is unsuccessful in finding this very, very sneaky bird.
In that case, it will keep searching for the next, I guess, 24 hours. No.
Yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You are hearing, as you're like in this crevice, I'm sure you know lots of people you're imagining, but one voice specifically does come to mind, and you're recognizing words that people have said coming through this voice, but also like the screams coming from where that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Talika. And that's what you're hearing at this point.
Yikes. Yeah, he's just like, he's got his head like covered. He's like he's got his head down. He hears this voice and he makes the mistake of like looking up. Up to this point, he's kept his eyes closed. He doesn't want to see, he doesn't want to hear, but he hears this voice and he looks up. Like for a brief moment to find it.
And you do see Talika, big gashes across her, blood dripping down a nightgown. Her eyes gone.
No. No. He runs over to this hallucination. He's going to run over to it. He like pulls out his healer's kit. He pulls out this healer's kit. He's like, no, I'll help you.
And as you do that, Talika's like turns into a deep voice. It's like, stop touching me. And it's no longer Talika, but it's a gruff-looking tiefling who's like slapping your hands away.
Sorry. He like places the pack, the healer's kit back into his pack. He's like, I'm sorry, I'll go. And he just runs in the opposite direction without giving the guy a second to talk to him.
Okay.
Just
in that
covered
case...
covered in blood. He's just like drenched. He's like, I'm sorry.
Castil, make another attempt with your animal to find Castil, as he's no longer hidden.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah, still with advantage. He's
Oh,
loud.
thank goodness. That was a 4. 19 total.
19.
That will barely beat my passive stealth.
Nice.
As he's loud and running through it.
You're running through the city as this bat like comes down, and from the bat's voice you hear Castil, and then Castil, what had you said to him?
Castil, it's okay. Come back. The fighting is
Paige.
over. Paige. The fighting is over. We're safe.
Okay. So he like flinches. He flinches as this bat talks to him. He's over. Oh, he can't hear me. He like thinks to himself for a second. He's just like, shaking his head. He
With that, the bat flies
accepts. He accepts the safety for now. He like nods to himself. It's okay. Fighting is over. It's okay. You can go back. And he will force himself to begin walking back towards you guys. He's not going quite as fast as he was before, but he'll tentatively walk. He trusts Castil enough that you don't really need to make a check for this. If you say it's safe, he trusts that it's safe.
Okay.
So he'll make his way back towards the party. Every now and again, just like wincing at nothing and and blocking his vision every now and again.
Okay. We'll cut back to the rest of the party. You have gone downstairs. Anything you are wanting to say or do as you head back to town? I'm assuming you're heading in the direction he ran, which was back to town.
Zilli may or may not have thrown the packs of the bandits into her hole.
I love it.
Wait, first make sure there's nothing extra dimensional in there.
That is true, actually.
Are you doing it anyway?
Kaya's gonna need some help standing because she's just
Well, so
Rayla
Castil doesn't
would
plan
offer,
on us.
but
Castil doesn't plan on us leaving this place yet.
Okay.
What his thought process is: we'll wait here for Paige to come back. Everybody, take a breather. Calm down.
she has more blood on her now because she was just like on top of all the blood.
Dripping in blood.
Rayla will step away from the she'll go down the stairs and step away outside just a little bit. And from all of that, she is going to vomit again. Because of just all the death and the carnage, and also like all the food that was in her that she did vomit a lot of it up. It's all coming back up. So she's probably like completely empty at this point.
Okay.
And then she'll wipe the back of her mouth, take a swig of water, and then go back up the stairs.
Well,
And-
we're not going upstairs. We're just basement floor. Of
Then she'll go back in where everyone is.
Well, Kaya would still be up there. Unless you're helping her down.
He's helping you down.
Okay. You notice that her skin is very cold as you like touch her, but she lets you like lead her down, and she's really shaky, and she just kind of goes, she stabbed him. Rayla stabbed. Like,
Yes, that happened.
why? Like, she's just.
It was a fight, and a lot of things are when people get in fights.
But
you never
Why
know
would
what
she
happens.
do that? I trusted her. Why did she do that?
She's lost her memory. She didn't know who we were. She didn't know who her brother was. If she doesn't know who her brother is, how could she even begin to remember all that we've been through? Remember, from her point of view, we were coming and attacking. Apparently a caravan that had cows.
I need to sit down.
That's all right. Let's just get out of the blood, get out of the gore, somewhere that's a little bit cleaner.
Rayla will sit semi-close to Zilli, maybe like 2 feet between them. And she's gonna kind of wipe her mouth a bit, take some water. And she goes, "So am I really your mom?"
Zilli pauses a bit because I don't think she's seen you as her mom, just more of like buddy sister kind of thing. But she just she's got like the packs now around her as she's sifting through everything. And she pulls out one of the rations and hands it to her.
She takes it.
We've traveled for a while now. A few months. I don't remember much about my past either.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope that both of us can remember a little bit more.
Yeah.
But if we traveled for so long, I'm sorry, I'm just still a lot confused. That man did call me your mother. Do you see me as that? Do others see me as that? Am I that to you? Did I see myself as that?
I don't know if you did, but I saw you more like a sister.
Okay.
But I can see how Castil would think that.
Castil, is that his name? Castil?
Mm-hmm.
Castil.
Castil.
Steel. Okay. She'll kind of like look over to him helping Kaya sit down.
I forget that she doesn't speak common very well, so it's all in Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is a bit of an accent, so it comes out more like Castiru.
Castil. Okay, so Rayla hears it as Castil.
Castiru.
And what's so funny is that Rayla's responding to you in Elvish, and she doesn't really realize that she's responding to you in Elvish.
And then it dawns on her as like, wait, when did I learn this?
I know it.
I'll also say, while this conversation's happening, Rayla's just staring at, Kaya's just staring at Rayla the entire time. And, like, to Rayla, it looks like she's, like, glaring at her and, like, just hates her. But, like, to her, she's just, like, is this, like, she's for real? She's basically trying to gauge to see how much she believes that you lost all your memory.
Yeah, and Rayla's just confused. And then she turns to you, Kaya, and she's gonna say, "Were we sisters?"
Kaya will be drinking out of her water skin, and she'll spit a little bit of it out, like... And then she kind of...
Rayla will look at her hair and be like, "Oh, maybe not. Sorry. I don't even know what I look like."
Does an ear check.
Yeah, does the ear check. She's like, "Okay, maybe not."
just we work together.
Okay. Well, I'm really sorry for hurting your husband or friend? Boyfriend? I'm sorry. You seem very close to him, so if I assumed, I mean, and then she's gonna, like, do a ring check and be like, boyfriend?
She just stares so
Oh
blankly.
no! Are you guys like adoptive siblings? I'm so sorry if I got that wrong.
She just stares so blankly, like, what is happening? It's like,
I
friends.
think Castil would kind of do his own, not like a spit take, but he would rifle a huge laugh rather like.
Sorry.
She's like,
Sorry, excuse me.
just friends, and she'll also get really red from like embarrassment, and just like, what?
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, no. Paige is actually we're a relatively new group. We had our own individual groups that we came together from. There was you and Zilli, and then Paige and I were actually traveling together to Vale, ironically.
Paige is the bird.
Paige is the bird. And then Kaya here was kind of on her own, but she joined our group as well.
Okay. Well, I'm very sorry, Kaya. I hope I didn't offend you at all.
I just hope he's all right. And she just opens her like spell book, and she's just looking through it, just to kind of like.
I can put up some dividers if that would take the tension away.
No, it's.
She just.
He's like using bold earth to like make like a little mini division.
Just like, Castil,
I'll
just stop. Just.
Oh,
Stop.
I'll head outside.
He'll put it back.
It's fine. Rayla's gonna head out.
No, you don't have to go. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. I just need to process. It's fine.
No, it's understandably hard.
And the book is like literally shaking. Cause like right now she's just thinking of like her parents over and over, and her hands have blood on them, and she's touching her book with her hands. And so it's like just a repeat cycle in her mind.
Sorry, if I was Dallas, I'd have water to let you wash up with, but
No, they're all bloody. Rayla's. It's fine. I'll step away. Let you have your piece together.
maybe just opposite sides of the room for now.
It's okay. I won't go far. I'll be outside. And she's gonna head outside, but more honestly to the top of this. And then she's gonna be like, that is covered in bodies and blood.
There's no bodies up there.
There's no bot. Oh, yeah.
No one
It's
died.
just covered in blood, is what it is. She's gonna find the least bloodiest spot and sit down there and just look up at the sky and try and remember something.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we cut to Paige?
Kaya, do you need me to sit here next to you, or are you good?
I'll be fine once Paige is back, and then we can figure out the whole.
Do you want to go outside and wait for Paige with me?
Sure, yeah.
Zilli, you can tag along if you want, or you can go upstairs with Rayla.
Inspiration to Greg for the cat.
Is that what Seraphina looks like?
Seraphine.
Nope.
I'll stay close to Rayla.
All right. I think she would like that. All right. We'll come out and we'll reconvene, or I'll come let you guys know when Paige is here. And then he'd support Kaya as they're going outside the door to wait for Paige.
Jack is like prancing in place and seems very excited to see Rayla.
Kaya.
Kind of like nuzzle Kaya. Sorry, not Rayla. Oh my gosh. And like kind of nuzzles her face a bit, like hits it a bit with his nose. Not like in a mean way, but you know, like hits it like, hey, I'm here.
She'll just kind of. Sorry, Jack. And she just like pushes him away and keeps walking or whatever.
You're doing good, Jack. Keep up. Castil would kind of just give him a little bit of a pat.
His ears like started to go like down and like downcast look. His head dipped a bit, and you go, "You're doing a good job," and his head comes back up.
She'll turn to Castil and be like, "Why did he run? And how far?"
I don't know. I assume it was some fight or flight response that many of us probably encounter, and he chose flight.
Because he's a bird.
Looks like it was the way that he back to town, so he could have gone all the way to town, maybe even back to his parents' home, or I mean that would be a safe place.
She'll kind of just cross her arms because she's like really cold and like kind of shivering, and she'll just lean against the building and kind of just slump down on the floor.
In a rare moment, Castil will actually take his hood off and drape it over you so you can stay a little bit warm.
Thank you, Castil. Sorry.
No worries. No one can see me out here anyways, it's so dark.
Okay, Melody Wolf said ship, but honestly, I think that's like a cute father-daughter moment. Like, that was really adorable, and that's all I saw. Just, it's okay, honey. Like, I know you're going through a tough breakup. Like,
Right after Melody Wolf said ship. Tough breakup.
Up at the top, Rayla's going to use the coals from the fire up top, and use like any excess rags and water that she has to try and clean up the blood.
Off herself or off the top?
Off the top.
Okay.
She's not focused on herself right now.
Okay. I would say you don't have a ton of water. So it's
kind of charred
not
away.
working super well. It's kind of more like smearing it around. Painting with blood, just like in Paige's hallucinations. Is kind of what it's turning into.
Well, she's just bloodier now.
Yeah.
It was a prophecy.
She's
It was a prophecy.
With charcoal.
And then what she's gonna do is she's gonna use her last remaining water just to wash her hands. She's
Okay,
like, this is
yeah.
obviously... She's like, wiped it on her, like... I mean, she's already probably covered in her own blood. And still cut up. And she's at 4 hit points. You know, like, she's not doing well. But she's gonna clean off her hands, go over, over to the side that's not covered in blood. And she'll dig through her stuff to try and figure out a bit as to who she is. I'll say the first thing she pulls out would be the signet ring that she has, or
Mhm.
like the little box that she had. With the key around her neck, she'll unlock that and open it up, because it seems very special to her. I mean, if she's wearing a key around her neck to open up a little box that she has. In there, I guess if Zilli's coming up, she'll see Rayla looking through this. But she'll pull out the signet ring, unfurl her scroll of pedigree, to see her noble lineage, to see that she is, essentially like her family tree. She's got a mother, father, brother, and her, but there's no one else, like, tied to them. So, she learns that, and any ancestors, grandparents. One of the things she does pull out is the map that is tucked away in there. Actually, there is one other item tucked in this little box. There is... Where is it? It's in her heirlooms. It is... It's an obsidian and gold bird. This is the one thing that you said that my character could keep out of her stuff.
Right, yeah.
It's an obsidian and gold bird. That she's just kind of inspecting it a little bit. And I don't know if Zilli, are you coming up and seeing any of this? Like,
I think she would just stay on the stairs.
okay. Well, Rayla will look kind of at this and hesitantly go in and stroke the back of the bird, and it starts tweeting out this little tune. And the tune's like a very melodic lullaby, which she doesn't know the words to because she can't remember anything. But it just is like tweeting out this little tune. And the last thing I'll say that she pulls out that Zilli does see is she'll pull out the map and hold it up to like the firelight and look at it, and there is a spot circled on the map. And I would say that Zilli does see that spot, but Rayla is going to take that information in, fold up the map, put everything back in the little box, lock it, and put it back in her bag, before like leaning back against the ground and just watching the stars.
Okay. There was just a little note in the chat just for the audience's benefit. Castil has made a little seat for Kaya out of the earth, just for people to know in the audience. We are going to cut to Paige, and Paige we were going a little back and forth, and so Paige has just finished washing himself off of blood, like the blood off of him. What do you want to do, Paige?
Okay. So after washing up, he like pulls out his lantern, and he just continues walking back towards where he last saw these people. And under lantern light, he pretty much just follows his own trail of blood back to the place.
Emily, can you
But
mute
yeah.
yourself while you're typing, please? Thank you.
Yeah, so he just kind of heads back, eventually making it to the camp. I know people are kind of scattered a little bit. They're not all in the same spot. I'm pretty sure they're all like up on top or inside the building, though. Correct?
No, there are two up top, and then Castil and Kaya are outside.
Okay.
If Kaya is fine, I'd say we're probably over here. just so we can see as Paige is coming up and keep an eye out for him.
Yep.
Because we know the direction he ran. We just, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes logistical sense. Paige, as he comes towards the location, he keeps his lantern open, that way he can, see and stuff. And he just kind of like slows down a little bit, just taking a couple breaths. He's like, I can do this. I can do it. I can do this. And he will then finally return. He first sees like the light of the campfire, and then eventually his lantern is in range to illuminate Kaya and Castil. And you guys see him. You would very easily recognize the lantern, at least Castil would for sure, because it's the same kind you have. So
at the sight of Paige, she'll kind of just like whisper his name and then just like run right towards him.
all right.
Paige, there's a wolf coming at you.
That's what I'm trying to
Oh.
gauge his reaction first.
Yes. Do I hallucinate you as something that's immediately dangerous to me?
Werewolf.
We could roll for it. Why not? Can I control my own hallucinations? Sure. Kaya, high or low?
I always fail these. I've never once like passed these.
Well, there's a first time for everything, right? Yeah, go ahead.
High.
Or low.
Let's go for high.
I'll put the tick up on the board. It was in fact high, so he does not hallucinate you. So you run towards Paige, to which he sort of just like flinches a little bit. Something fast is coming towards him.
And
But
she
he
will
then
she'll
recognizes
just
you.
immediately wrap her arms around you, say nothing, and just embrace you.
His hands like initially go up, just kind of like accepting you're here now. And he just kind of like pats you on the back a little bit. He's just like, hey, Paige, you alive, he says.
She'll just embrace him for like a moment before she like pulls away, and she'll like touch your face and like be like, are you okay? Like, are you hurting? Do you need anything? Like
Paige, okay. Well, Paige seeing things again. Paige, okay, he says.
Castil is semi jaw dropped because this is the most touchy feely he's ever seen Kaya. He's just like, what is God like? What did they get up to since they were?
What is going on? It's like, Paige is healthy for now. A little bit scared. He like looks up towards where Rayla is. He says, What happened with Rayla?
She's lost her
Castil
memory.
said,
So have you walked up at this point, Castil?
Yes. Sorry.
she
Yeah.
doesn't remember any of us.
I see. He kind of like thinks. You see him have like this sort of contemplative face. He's like, but Castil said, no danger. She's not attacking us anymore.
Correct.
No.
Okay. He kind of like rubs his face.
According to her, the men here hired her to be an escort for a caravan. And we were perceived as people coming to attack that caravan.
And that's all we know. We don't know how it happened. We don't know.
My assumption is the caravan thing was a huge fat lie, as there is currently no castle around to be protected.
Hmm,
And there never was.
probably. Maybe. He's this whole time he's sort of had like his eyes open. Every now and again he'll kind of like twitch and cover an ear.
Every time like he twitches, Kaya almost twitches. Like, you sure you can? Yeah, like
Reactive
just-
twitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paige healthy. Physically healthy. He waves his hand.
She just looks like she does not believe that, but she doesn't say anything.
Can I just say that's what me and my husband do? I have reactive twitching to his twitches, so not far off from my husband claim.
Hmm. A Paige, he eventually like he realizes he's been holding on to Kaya for a long time. He's just kind of like, oh, sorry, and he pulls away a little bit. She's is she still like covered in blood?
She has a spell that could get rid of it, but she just hasn't thought of that at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make another sanity check.
God.
No!
Watch as like I also make another sanity check because you have some blood on your clothes.
No
Sorry,
more
it's
sanity checks. No.
not
I'm just
supposed to
kidding.
be,
Right.
advantage. This is supposed to be a straight roll, right?
Great roll.
Yeah,
Advantage
roll out
because
Take
it's
that roll out of here.
Kaya.
Yeah, advantage.
There we go. Much better. Yippee! Yay!
I'm
It
like
may or may not have
specifically-
initially been a 1 total. And now it's a 17, so it's fine.
Well, instead of a sanity check, you just gotta give yourself hallucinations now that have to do with blood.
Oh yeah, and that makes sense. He just like he like pulls back. He's like looking at you. You have blood all over. He puts up his arms. He's like, I see. We still haven't dealt with the blood. Did we kill anybody?
No.
Is everybody okay?
Everybody's alive.
And,
Kaya, like-
and the bandits.
Like while this is happening, she'll kind of
I
be like,
believe
"Oh,
so.
sorry," and she's like gonna use her spell to get like her arms and hands clean and just like throw off her cloak. And she's like never takes it off, but she's like, I don't want any of that touching me right now.
What about Castil's cloak? Because that was on you.
She left it on like the seat, like it like slipped off.
She stood up. Okay. Okay.
Are you? Does blood bother you that much?
He nods.
Uh,
Yeah. A lot.
Kaya, if you wouldn't mind, I did get hit a little bit. If you could clean me up.
She can only do like 1 cubit foot, so
You could. It's a
Takes a
cantrip
bit.
though. You can cast it multiple times.
you're right. Okay, so she will, and she'll also do the same for Paige. Anything that he missed after she does Castil.
Yeah, he's
Um,
missed some spots.
Are you okay with seeing Rayla, Paige, or
I I can. Paige can. She's not attacking anymore.
yes? But that's
I don't know if I don't know if I'm seeing things. Paige, you see these visions. Paige, I don't want to.
It's okay.
Get
It's
confused.
okay. It's all right. How about I'll take Jack and I'll take Paige home, and you can bring Rayla and Zilli. And I think we all just need some rest.
All right, sounds good. We will see you there in the morning, if not
Okay.
sooner.
Rayla doesn't remember anything.
She doesn't even remember her brother, so
Okay.
Only her name.
Okay. And then he kind of like waves his hand. He says, "Okay, high or low, Castil."
Hi.
Okay.
Sierra's gone.
Oh, did we lose
Sierra
Sierra?
has left.
No, I think she
Okay.
just turned off her
Oh,
camera.
okay. I was like, wait.
But it was like
So-
it was just as he did the.
Sorry, I had a
Oh.
little coughing fit. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. It's just the timing was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was worried that we had
So-
lost her.
Paige, he'll say, he like looks towards Jack because I'm pretty sure Jack is over here as well because
Mhm.
that's how it was before. But he like looks towards Jack and he like starts taking his pack off and then he stops. Paige should talk with Rayla. I'm afraid, but Rayla won't hurt me. It'll be okay. Rayla needs to know it's okay.
All right.
That
Okay.
even
There's a
though
lot
she
of blood up
doesn't
there.
Remember.
I will go grab her. You stay here.
Okay. Thank you, Castil. Thank you.
And Cassil will leave the two alone as he goes up.
Okay. You okay, Kaya?
Yeah. I You definitely scared me.
He like reaches out for your hand. He says, "Give me your hand for a moment."
She'll look at it like kind of like, but then she like gives it to him, and it's freezing cold still.
Okay. So she's freezing cold. She's also like shaking and not having a great time. Paige is like, "You're freezing," and he like realizes in this moment. He says, "Oh, you're. We should sit down." And he like gestures for you to like follow him over to the chair, and he like has you sit down and like puts the cloak back over you.
I'll say like right like when he says it's cold, she like tries to like pull away, like, oh sorry.
Don't worry. Just sit down. You need to warm up. This is hard for you. And thank you for bandaging me up. I recognize your bandage work, he says.
As you do that, and as she kind of sits down, her eyes start like welling with tears again. She's not like crying out loud, but there's tears in her eyes, and she's just like staring at her hands that are no longer covered in blood. And she's just like, I thought you died, and it was just like seeing my parents all over again, and I didn't know what to do, and then I don't really remember, and then you were gone, and she just takes a deep breath.
It's okay. I know. And he just kind of like shakes his head, and he just kind of like rubs your shoulders. He like comes behind you. He's like rubbing your shoulder. It's like, okay, just calm down. It's okay.
And she like tenses at first, but then it's like she just gets calm by it, and she just nods, and she just tries to get it to all go away before Rayla comes out. Like just
It's okay. Things are gonna be fine. Every now and again, he like tenses and like freezes for a second. We're gonna be okay. It's okay. Good.
Okay.
That's the scene?
So that's happening. Castil, you've just seen a lot go down.
But he walked away.
No,
I
he
mean-
went in to go get her.
He's still.
I
not-
wouldn't- But I mean, there was an audible silence where I bit back saying, "I'll leave the two lovebirds alone."
Oh my gosh. Okay, Castil, you go up and you find Rayla looking even more bloody and like blood smeared around on the ground.
Did they want to have any interactions before I come up?
Oh, sorry. Yes, Zilli, Rayla, anything you want to say? Thank you, Castil, for reminding me.
No, you're good.
To my knowledge, Zilli was just staying on the stairs and Rayla just hadn't noticed her.
Yeah. Zilli is currently trying to figure out how big of a bed she can make with the 4 bedrolls she found.
So we're just kind of sitting where we are, I guess, yeah. Rayla did her whole exploring all her gear. Actually, I will say, by the time that Castil walks in, let's say Rayla's looking at the map. The last thing.
Okay, so Castil, you see Rayla looking at a map that has a circle drawn over a location on the map. And as you come up, she closes the map and puts it in... What was it?
Well, actually, as he, like, comes up, she'll kind of, like, look over and just, like, kind of, not, like, hiding it from him, but just kind of, like, slowly close the map.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Find any answers?
Some, maybe. I found a pedigree chart. I guess Sunstriders are some... Either I'm really weird and keep a family tree lying around, or I'm some sort of noble. But
Yeah, that'd
Not
be
much.
accurate.
and there's this mysterious location on this map that I know nothing about. Do you possibly know where we headed towards this location?
That is not something you've shown me before. We were headed, like I said, over to Vale, and do you have the map out right now, or?
Yeah, she'll unfold it again and like show it to you.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Well, we're headed over here," and he'd point to the to Vale. Again, like, this is where we were headed. There's, I know of some significance over in that area. I'm trying to remember. I have to pull up my notes. What Castil remembers of that place.
Rayla knows it's just
That was,
a loop.
if I remember, was that where? Was it Umi, the Seraphim, her master, like, pointed that way or something?
Wait, sorry.
I don't think so, because the way that Rayla marked this on her map was because her brother had secretly given her that location.
Right, and so you're asking if Seraphina had pointed that way because she had...
There was, like,
owner,
a
whose
second
name was
reason.
Anyong.
Anya.
Right, Anyong.
Yeah. There was another reason I remember why that spot was important to Castil, but I don't have my notes up right now.
I think Anyong was in that direction because the cat had pointed in that way or something like that. I remember. I think.
If you guys do want to look it up real quick, I will be right back.
Was there someone who had gone over there that you knew?
No, there wasn't like I knew someone over there. There was like a reason to go that way, but not
Hmm.
a pertinent reason.
It was probably because of Young. Young. Oh my gosh. Or the cat, because she was like, oh, I go that way. Someone had pointed in that direction, yeah.
Familiars, but rather.
Who was it?
I think it was just that woman. I'll have to go back and double check.
Okay.
I think it was just the Anyang. Is it Umyang?
Young.
How do you spell it?
UNMYONG.
Yeah, let's see. I have it written down.
Yeah.
UNMYOUNG.
She's young.
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 Young. It's
Young.
you're supposed to say
Yeah.
it as Young. It's a
Anyang.
combination of it's actually just a direct word from a different language, so it's pronounced as Young.
Anyang.
Cool.
So no, Anyang is Korean for hello.
That's
Annyeong?
yeah, it's not that one.
Annyeong.
Young.
Fate or destiny?
Young. Yeah. Annyeong.
Nice.
Annyeong is hello. For a close
Cool.
friend. But that's not Annyeong.
It's different. It's different.
It is
Sure, this isn't a
different.
character from Arrested Development.
I'm
But not
actually
anymore.
just
Can't find out.
realizing this. But back in the Harbingers campaign, I know you used the Korean word for time, for the activation word, which was shigan, and the Japanese word for time, specifically I would think like time. It's jikan.
You can. That's awesome.
Incredible.
Well, we awkwardly wait. Just
Do you want to go
kidding.
back to more of Paige and Kaya?
Dodging.
Just
Actually,
common.
We'll start
Um,
hearing the can you feel
just a little
the
blurb of
love?
Paige, what you see while you're having this moment with Kaya, at least near the end of it, just like some of the things you're seeing,
I'm back.
is you do see the witch that had the creatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we know who we're
I
talking
do.
about,
I know
right.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
You see
We're on
that
the same track.
woman. Just so you know, we'll go back now for Rayla and Castil so they can finish it. You can choose how you want to react if you're gonna react. But
Yeah, he just kind of, again, this is another thing where he kind of tenses up. And he just kind of closes his eyes. He's like, "There's no way she's here right now. That is impossible." Well, okay, maybe not impossible, but it's not happening. This isn't happening today.
not today. I love it. Okay.
The one time it's not an illusion.
No, that's horrible. That is horrible.
Castil and Rayla, back to you guys.
I mean, I don't know why you have that spot circled on your map. I have my own thoughts on that area, that there might be something going on up there that maybe you were aware of previously, but I don't know why that was marked.
Well, I guess if I ever get my memories back, I guess just ask me about it. And
All right.
hopefully I'll know more.
I can explain what I know about it a little bit later, but that's going to open up a whole lot more questions you might have. So let's one step at a time. Paige is back. Zilli, if you want to come as well. He would like to talk to you a little bit about what happened, if that's all right.
Of course, and again, I'm so sorry for hurting your friend.
He has a thing with blood. Do you have anything to kind of clean up with, or?
I tried cleaning up, and it made it worse.
Okay, let's
Kaya, get in here.
let's rinse you off downstairs, so we're not smudging the blood. Maybe Kaya can clean you up after that, but let's minimize it as much as we can before we go
Okay.
outside. He'll pull out his water skin and kind of.
What? Like, she's got blood all over her face, her arms, only her hands are clean. Like, all over her clothes. Where are you trying to get?
He will actually pull out his silver dagger. He's going to cut off a little bit of his shirt to use as like a cloth. He's just going to get it wet and start kind of wiping off your face. Sorry, you have blood on your face.
It's okay, you can see it a lot better than I can. I mean, I don't even know what I look like, so...
Can you like hold up his silver dagger? There's not much light, but you can maybe. I don't have any other reflective surfaces currently.
She's gonna like be like, I can't really tell.
It's the best I got.
It's okay. I appreciate it. Castil?
Castil.
Castil. Sorry.
You said it weird a few times before, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Also, chat trying to figure out a ship name is so funny.
These names don't mesh well.
No.
I've been trying to.
Strider.
I've been trying to deviate from the names like of Rayla and Castil.
Yeah,
It's
like-
like, okay,
like
so we've got like
topics?
Sunstrider, the sun. Castil, he's got his wolf hood. How what can
I mean,
we work with?
His
this?
last name is Rhea Luna, so sun and moon. Something.
Yeah.
Oh, the sunset ship. I love it.
That's it. That's official.
Oh my god!
Sunset. Let's go. We got the canon name.
I just
We got the
love
canon
it.
name.
Now we've got sunset and
Um,
papaya.
I will say, like, as you're trying to like wipe more of like the blood off of her face, she's going to say, I'm really sorry. Again, sorry that you're using your own clothes.
I'm a druid. We're used to using whatever's on hand, so no worries.
Well, I'm sorry I've been such a burden to you guys.
You've helped me out enough that this is nothing in my book. I mean, for me, it is a big deal for the other guys. You kind of did stab one of them. But
I never would hurt anybody. I honest to goodness, I don't know what came over me. I don't like hurting people. I've never done it before in my life. At least to my knowledge. To what I know now. Gosh, was
very
I
endearing.
murdered?
You were not a murderer. This world is not the kindest. And we usually have to fight for survival. All of us. In one way or another. And to my understanding, that is really what you had been doing quite a bit. In the sense of when we met you, you'd been living a really rough life. People weren't really looking highly upon the Sunstriders because of the situation with your brother. You didn't have much money. It was a rough life. I don't know how much you had gotten into fights before that, but no one would have blamed you if you had. It's kind of just the way the world works. At times.
Castil.
He's also noticeably a drow at the moment because he had left his
Yeah.
thing down below.
Yeah, she notices that, but she doesn't. It doesn't register for her. Castil, would you say that? Do you think that was I a good person?
In my book, you were a protector. You had the things you cared about, and you kept them as safe as you could. Which, in my book, makes you a good person.
Thank you. And I'm gonna keep trying to be that good person. And if you say that this group, these people we were all friends, Cursebreakers, I want to protect. I want
All right.
to help.
Well, we would be more than happy to have you back with us. Again, I don't like forcing people to do things they don't want to do. If something feels off for you, then that's fine. But at least for the meantime, we would appreciate you sticking with us till we can maybe get your memory back.
I'd like that.
Well, shall we head out and talk with Paige? I think the plan is to let them head back ahead of us to the Duke's Manor where we were staying.
Okay.
And then we would follow behind. But
Yeah, that's
there's also only one horse that we have.
I don't think I mind walking.
All right. Zilli, you coming?
Oh,
Zilli's already like packing up all the bedrolls.
See, we've got a big haul, apparently.
Yeah, I also found these.
And she pulls out the wanted posters of all of us.
oh!
What?
There's a 50 gold piece reward for each person.
These are news to me.
She's
And
gonna.
they have a stamp of the Circle's Cut logo on each of them.
How accurate is the picture of Rayla on Rayla's?
They just can't get my nose right.
Well, no, she doesn't know what she looks like. She hasn't looked in a mirror.
I'd say it looks pretty accurate. Yeah. They all look fairly accurate, actually. Castil, you can't make out much of his face. It's mainly just a wolf mask. And, like, the jawline.
She's going to just look at herself and she's gonna, like, show the picture to, like, Zilli and Castil and be like, is this accurate?
It's a lot better than my dagger.
She's gonna be like, oh, cool.
But now we know why they were bringing you along.
Oh. Yeah, this should not be as cool as I thought it was.
Zilli points to the symbol of the Circle's Cut.
Bad people.
Okay, so those people, they were the ones that were lying to me.
Yes.
Okay, well, good thing to know. We can't trust them. I'm keeping this, and she'll rip off the wanted part and keep the picture of herself. Zilli, are you keeping the rest, or like, are you just like?
In case she ever wants to turn us in.
No, she's holding on to the other, like, to all the packs and all the stuff that's in it.
Okay.
She's basically just been playing around with the stuff in it.
Okay. Well then I guess we'll head down to the rest of the group. Oh, Rayla will have put the map back into the box and locked it and put it in.
Okay. Sorry, I almost said papaya, but Paige
Yes,
and
people
Kai. Anything else you want to do before they rejoin you guys? Or say, or they can just show up. Yeah.
Not particularly, not specifically.
Cool.
Yeah, she's just like wiped all the tears off her face, and now she just looks like she might have been crying, but you don't know.
A little red. Love
You'd
it.
have to look and think about it, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
at this moment, Castil comes down with Rayla and Zilli.
Okay.
There is blood all over her clothes, but we've cleaned up her face and her arms and as much of the big patches as possible.
Kaya,
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind helping us out here. A lot of blood.
She's like, yeah, of course. And she just like stands up and she'll immediately like clean you up.
Yeah, begin cleansing her.
Whoa.
Paige looks over and sees her, and his eyes don't look into her eyes. Instead, they look like, for a moment, they look like a good foot above your head, for a second, and then he just kind of shakes his head, and he actually looks to Castil, and this is a look almost of him asking you for permission. Almost like he's not even sure if this is Rayla. He's just like,
Paige, I brought Rayla down. You said you wanted to talk with her. Are you still
okay.
good?
Yeah.
And
Paige, okay.
Kaya's like right by his side, like just to make sure like nothing's gonna go wrong or anything.
Rayla's gonna awkwardly wave. Hi, I'm Rayla Sunstrider. I'm sorry for stabbing you. It was an accident.
Castil's gonna make a mound of a seat in between you guys. It just kind of like a mediator, but he's also exhausted, so he's just like, okay, we're here.
Sits down.
I'm sorry. I normally would never ever hurt anyone. I don't think.
Yeah, I know. And he waves his hand. He seems, so after he has looked towards Castil, now his eyes are going almost to where your eyes are. They're just like a fraction off. It's clear enough to tell. To anyone who might think about it, he's definitely hallucinating that she is not Rayla, but he knows about how tall he is, and he's trying to get his eyes at her eye level, and he seems very calm and very happy and super normal. And he says, it's totally fine. It's totally fine, Rayla. I know you. I know you would not mean to do something like this. It's not in your nature to betray someone like that. So it's okay.
I'm sorry again. I was tricked by the people up there, and in that moment I don't even really know what came over me. It's some sort of bloodlust or something. It's like something else took control, and I didn't really know what I was doing until I woke up and you were screaming at me, and I was really confused. I'm really sorry. And now that I know that we were kind of acquaintances before, I'm really sorry if that hurt your perception. of me or just hurt you in general. I mean, stabbing you is not fun, you know, getting stabbed. And...
Well, I mean, yeah. Like I said, it's okay. You are not to blame. Paige understands. Paige understands that sometimes we can't control ourselves. I ran away. I was just very afraid. But I understand. I get it. And he kind of like nods. His voice is like a lot more. What's the word for that? It's a lot more regulated. He's speaking in the speech. It's almost like common, is how effective it is. But he does not use this voice around anyone but Kaya up till this point. But yeah, he just kind of like nods, says it's okay. Life gets crazy sometimes.
Sure does. Well, Castil told me that we were trying to get back to our house.
Yeah, we have a place to stay.
It's not really our house. We were permitted to stay the night with the Duke.
That's right.
Because we had actually just finished a big job for him, and he was being kind to us before we headed out to Vale.
Oh, okay, well, maybe we should get some rest. I don't want to impose anything on anyone else, but it seems like it's been a long night.
Yeah. Paige, as he's like agreeing with you, you see him like twitch a little bit. You see his like ankle go back, and then his hand like jitter down towards where his knife is, and then he like.
And she's like,
relaxes.
I put my weapons away. I put all my weapons away.
Okay. Good. Sorry. I'm just seeing things a little bit. Just things that aren't there.
You must
it's
be
okay.
really tired then.
Aren't we all?
Tired. Yes. We should rest. Back to Ingwood. We could return.
Yep. Before we do that, you two are taking the horse, or are you guys gonna come with us?
He kind of shrugs. He says, either way, it doesn't really matter. I just don't think I can lead the horse, he says.
I can do it. It is my horse after all.
Well, before you go, take these. He'll break his little twig in half and give you guys 5 of the good berries. Just in case, you can eat those to help gain your strength back. Rayla, you can have the other half. You two did take the brunt of the force, or the fight.
Oh, we can share these if that's all we've got.
Well, I'm fine for the most part. Zilli, if you want some, you can, but figured split these up between the groups.
She doesn't think they're magical healing things at all. She just thinks they're berries, and she's like, well you should eat too.
I mean, they're meant to help restore your strength specifically.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. And she'll, like, in front of everyone, just, like, grab one and pop one in her mouth.
They're all staring at her weird now.
I've been so hungry today.
Huh.
And this is the moment Kaya truly believes she lost her memories.
Yeah. Paige just looks at her. Huh. You really did forget everything, didn't you?
I'm
Why
not
Why haven't
saying
we done this
anything.
before?
Why is everyone looking at me weird? And she'll grab another
have-
one.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah,
He, like,
Kaya just
turns
goes to her
around.
horse.
They're all just like, all right. And she's like,
we both just pivot. We're like, I'll let someone else deal with that.
she'll turn to
Papaya
Castil.
instinct. You just
She turns to Castil. Wait, am I allergic to these or something?
No.
They're actually poisoned.
There's just one of your quirks has been you didn't like to eat things that often before. So this is a little bit of a shock to everybody.
Well, I mean, people need to eat.
Yeah, we did not quite
What
understand
expect?
what led to why it was a struggle.
Zilli knows.
Zilli knows. Rayla's like, I don't know. All I know is I'm really hungry. But to be fair, I did gorge myself a little earlier, and kind of, not gonna lie, I kind of threw it all up. So maybe I'll start a little small.
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Kaya, can you give me an animal handling check, please?
I sure can.
Seji, yeah, you gotta watch the session.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Said she coming in late.
Little born.
Seji came in late.
Okay,
It's
I got
okay, it's all
I
recorded,
got
so
an
you're-
11.
Perfect. You needed a 10. You are successfully able to guide Jack
Barely.
back to England with Paige sitting behind you on the horse. Unless
Yeah,
there's
he's
anything
got
else
his lantern out.
you all wanted to talk about, I'm going to say you all make it back to the Duke's house safely, but is there anything
She'll just
someone wanted to say?
check on him every once in a while. Like, you good? You still seeing things? Like,
He's pretty much the whole time he's got like his eyes closed. He's like, not right now.
she's like, it's okay.
I-
We'll get some rest,
Yeah.
and you'll be better by the morning.
That's the hope. That's the hope. Usually doesn't last this long, he says.
Bum, bum, bum. 40 hours. I'm just kidding.
Question.
Yes.
When we get back and everyone's kind of like ushered to their rooms, Rayla's definitely gonna like take a bath and all that,
Mm-hmm. You
but
can all take baths if you want.
she would like to like request from some maids to get her clothes cleaned. And she'd also like to ask for some like nightwear. Cause she doesn't own pajamas. And she's like realizing, she's like, I have like nothing. I thought I was noble. But I would like Rayla, like after she's like kind of gotten ready for bed, she'll go knock on Castil's door. So I don't know if there's anything anyone else wants to do, but Greg.
I mean, Castil is going to go before going to bed. He's going to check in on everybody. So we'll say that you got to him before he got out.
Okay. Okay, she'll knock on the door.
Hey, yeah, I was actually about to come check in on you guys. What's up?
I was just, wondering if I could maybe ask you some more questions, if that's alright.
Sure. Do you want to come sit down, or is this...
Yeah, just give me 1 second. My husband in real life is calling me.
I promise, Kobe, I'm not doing
Give me 1
anything.
That's hilarious. Okay. Well, she's taking that call. Anything else anyone's gonna want to do tonight, just so we know, like, order, or is it just them? It's okay if that is. I just want to make sure.
I will say...
Okay, I'm back.
Oh.
Sorry.
What did you want to say, Castil, before?
So, Castil's plan is to see if everybody, or if anyone, specifically Paige, needs company, like someone to stay through the night. And so he's willing to actually stay up the whole night to keep someone feeling calm and reassured.
Even though you have, because that will give you another point of exhaustion.
Yes, he plans to sleep in all day tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, you guys can continue your conversation. Sorry, keep going.
All the emojis in the chat. Sunset and papaya. She's gonna be like, I mean, if I'm intruding on anything, if you wanted to check on anyone.
Oh, no, I'll go see them after you. I was going to go through everybody anyways, so might as well just check in with you right now.
Okay. Well, I was hoping to ask you some questions. You know what? I'll just go. It's fine. Also, real quick question, just so I know, is the pajamas that they brought her, are they like a nightgown or like
Nightgown.
a top and a bottom?
They're a nightgown.
Nightgown, just like plain white or whatever.
Yeah,
or like
plain
blue
white
or
nightgown.
something? Okay. Good to know. Just so if it gets blood on it. No, just kidding.
She goes on her midnight murder spree.
No, she'll just be like, it's fine. I'll come back later. I don't want to disrupt you.
I'll come visit you once I'm done with everybody. How about that?
Sure. Yeah. And she'll go back to her room, kind of feeling awkward. She's like,
Alright. I guess you'd just start on one end and go down the line. So whoever.
Okay. Was Zilli staying with Rayla? I don't remember. Did she have her own room?
I think she was staying with Rayla.
She was? Okay.
Okay.
So
So
Rayla would go back to her room where Zilli is. And she'd start braiding Zilli's hair. If Zilli was down for that.
Yeah, she'll let you.
And she'll be like, I assume this is something big sisters do, so I hope that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
And mothers. Mothers do that too.
So while that's happening, Castil, I would say it's probably Paige, and then Kaya, and then Rayla's room.
Alright. So just knock on Paige's door. Hey, Paige, just thought I'd come check in on you.
There's not an immediate response.
This is Castil.
You hear footsteps, and he opens the door. He like cracks it open just a little bit. He has like a single eye, and he like flinches a little bit. And he's like, "You're Castil?"
I'm Castil. I just wanted to come check in on you, see if you needed someone. You said you were seeing things. If you needed someone to maybe keep an eye out
He
for you.
opens, lets you in. Yeah. Just seeing things from before, and yeah.
If you need company, I don't mind staying up and keeping an eye out for you.
He like
Taking watch.
looks at you.
say?
He says, "I'll be fine.
All right.
Thank you,
No problem.
Castil. You should probably rest. I don't know what happened, but Castil is very tired," he says, looking at you.
Yes.
I do appreciate the thought, though.
I'll
I'm
make sure
just
to take care of
sick.
myself.
It's fine.
I just want to make sure everybody else is. If we needed a rock, I'm hoping to stay the rock as long as needed. Like, so to say,
Yeah.
with everything that just went on tonight.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Castil. And he kind of turns around. He like looks towards the window. Currently, you see he has like most of his armor still on, and he's got his stuff by his bed, but he has a dagger at his side, which he doesn't usually have. Doesn't usually keep it there when he's going to sleep. But he says, "We'll be okay. Paige, rest till tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm done with this. Then,
All right.
just it's okay. Please, if anything bad starts happening, if we are actually in danger, come get me.
Of course.
Don't just call to me. You have to actually grab me. I can't tell." He says, "As is, I will likely not respond. I can barely know if you're even here actually right now."
Well, for now, to make sure you know I was here, I'll give you my dagger. And if I come to pick you up, I'll give you the sheath. And now you know I was here.
Okay. He like feels just the edge of the blade. He's like, "Thank you." And he puts it beside the other dagger, tucking it between the folds of his bandages. And he's like, "Okay." And he kind of like motions for you to leave. He says, "Close the door on the way out." Then he goes to his bed.
All right, then go to Kaya. Kaya, just checking in. Are you okay? It's been a rough night.
It's just silent.
Well, I'm gonna go check on Zilli and Rayla. I'll either be over there or in my own room tonight if you need anything. Basically, I'm just making sure everybody's okay. All right. You'll go over to the next door unless she says anything.
All right. You then reach Rayla and Zilli's room.
Can I have asked Zilli a question before he reaches us? As Rayla's kind of like braiding your hair, Zilli, she's just going to ask you, were we close, Zilli?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm sorry if I scared you before.
She shrugs.
I'm not scared of you.
Rayla's going to just smile softly and... Good. That means a lot to me, that you're not scared of me. So... I'm gonna try harder, and I'm gonna do better. Be a better friend to you. I know things are a little awkward now, as I don't really remember everything, but I hope I can get my memories back soon, and things will go back to how they were.
Yeah. Losing memory isn't very fun. I hope you can get yours back at least.
Thank you. And I hope we can figure out yours too. I know you mentioned that before.
Zilli smiles. And then she yawns because she's got a point of exhaustion.
Oof. Well, in the meantime, let's get you to sleep. she'll kind of tuck you into bed, and she's going to be like, so what do you think of Castil? He seems like a leader. And a good man.
There's just a brief there's like a brief moment where there's like just a little look of panic on her face, but she quickly like shakes that off.
Castil is nice. He's helpful.
Sure there isn't a secret dark side?
No.
Okay. Should I trust him?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Zilli. She'll kind of pull the covers up a little bit more. She's out. She's out.
She's out.
Yeah, and I assume Castil knocks on the door or something.
Hello?
Oh, Rayla's gonna, like, kind of crack the door open and be like, the little one's asleep. Are you okay if I step out?
Not at all. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Is there a spot that we could maybe sit down, or?
We can either go to my room. I guess we can maybe see if the foyer is open, or
Whichever. I just would like to ask a lot of questions. I don't know if it's sensitive information, like out of prying ears, or if it's okay to be in the open. I don't know. You would know best, I guess.
Let's go back to my room, I guess, then. We don't want to...
Sierra,
nothing like that's gonna happen.
I can't handle this. Don't too much. This is scandalous.
Castil would never take advantage of someone without memory.
The emojis! The emojis!
No, but the thing is
That's what's killing me.
the emojis. Yeah, the emojis in the chat are killing me. Sunset. I guess they go to your room.
Yeah, this is the most private place he knows in this house.
She doesn't know if it needs to be a private conversation or not, so
Neither does Castil.
That's funny. Okay, well, are there like chairs in the room, or is it just like the bed or something like that? This sounds really awful, but I'm trying to get a picture of this.
I would assume chairs.
Okay.
But
Yeah, there's like, there's a nice bed. There's a little desk area, like next to a window with 2 chairs.
Okay.
Like it's like a nice place. There's also a desk with a chair and some like paper there so someone can like write. And there's a nice rug.
Okay.
It's a furbished noble's home.
Okay.
With very nice guest rooms. However, all of the stuff is worn. Like you can tell that it's older, not necessarily replaced. It shows that wear of time and lack of money.
Yeah.
aged.
She'll go and sit in the chair by the window, or in one of the chairs by the window.
Castil would sit in the other. I don't know how much I could answer. Just depends on the questions you have, but I will do my best to answer them all.
Thank you. Sorry, I figured that this might be a good time. But if I'm keeping you from arrest, I also don't want to do that. I don't want to be in imposition.
Those of elf lineage, we don't need too much rest, so we will be fine compared to other races.
Okay. Well, I guess for starters, you mentioned I had a brother that did some sort of traitor's thing. Could you explain?
Yes. Do you have any memory of Mulliensi seeds?
Are they a tree?
They're more of a plant. They spread a curse when
Hence
planted.
Cursebreakers.
Yes, actually. We were going... one of the things we had done was this town actually had a Mulliensi seed planted in it, and we had gone and removed it.
Okay, so if we remove a Mulliensi seed, then we break a curse.
Yes.
So that's why we call ourselves Cursebreakers. And we all met together because we knew each other, or was it kind of like the city put us together?
Not at all. We actually initially met because of an old woman in the middle of the woods. She was doing some con artist game, I guess you could say, but grabbed our attention. We all fell into a pit and kind of formed a group by getting out of that said pit.
Oh. Well, that's good to know.
Oh, pit, it was a cave.
So we kind of banded together through necessity and stayed together because of friendship?
Necessity.
Oh, okay. Just only necessity. So no
well-
one's actually friends here? Or... I'm just trying to understand my place in it all.
We've developed a little bit of a friendship together, this group. However, we've also kind of been... Our first, I guess, official job was from this Duke. After... So, because of the Mulliensi seed, we understood that needed to get taken care of, and we stepped up. Which I guess technically wasn't out of necessity. It was duty bound. We worked semi-well together. However, that led into a huge fiasco on my part. The guy being blamed, he was actually executed through the fire, that guy.
And hence the fire, and it's something to do with the fire that made me lose my memory.
Yes, maybe. I don't know.
Have I ever been afraid of fire? You know, like fire bad or something like that?
I mean, no, but you did watch someone get burned.
Oh. That's not really a laughing matter, but... Also, that's the first time you've ever heard her laugh. So they got executed, but I mean, if they were a traitor,
Yes, in a sense. I had empathy for the man and tried to help him escape. Because...
Sorry.
Long story short, his motives were revenge-based. Which, in order for revenge to happen, he had to have something happen to him first. So I wanted to give him a second chance, and did so in an illegal manner, which got us all tangled up longer.
Okay. Okay, so can I just kind of like fast forward a little bit? You kind of explain all of our experiences. Was there something else you wanted to add to that?
Nope, I was going to keep going.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna kind of assume that like you've explained everything, and she'll just kind of be like, after, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't have to rehash the all the past sessions.
I was literally just being like, this is turning into another recap session.
Yeah, so I think she'll just say at the end of it all, like, wow, seems like we've been through a lot together. And
We have.
have you been the leader?
We haven't really had a leader per se. A
Okay.
leader. We each take turns taking care of the group, basically.
You and me.
Well, everybody.
Okay. We're all pitching. Okay, well, I'm gonna do my best, Castil. She is gonna stand up and kind of like look out the window up at like I guess the moon is like waning right now because we're coming up on a full moon, or I guess it's waxing, not waning. And she's
I will say, despite the rocky circumstances, I do think we can at least consider everybody in this group at least a friend on some level.
and others might be complicated.
I mean, after last night, or tonight, a little bit more stressed, but
Tense.
Uh,
Strained.
tense. But I think we can pull through. I think we can still all be good friends.
That's good.
I mean, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that even though I don't have my memories, she'll turn to you, kind of like back to the window. Even though I don't have my memories, one thing I do feel ever present and very strongly is that I want to spread good and light. It almost feels like I'm bound to something of doing that. And I don't know what it is about you, Castil, but you seem to have a light about you. And I'm grateful that you've taken the time to answer my questions and have been so kind to me.
Of course. I would appreciate you keeping the me being a drow and from Steelforge assume.
Yes.
Player, he's gonna assume
Of
that
course,
you hadn't.
being a
That has
secret.
been something covered.
Mhm.
Do know that that is stuff I'm not wanting people to know,
Of
just
course.
because it's not easy being from a enemy country.
Understandable. And I appreciate you explaining all of that. But like I said, even though you're from this place of night, you don't give off dark, brooding, evil things, you know? You're a good man, Castil, and I want you to know that I can see that.
Well, much appreciated.
Well, I'll let you get your sleep. I've been asking you questions well into the night.
No worries. Just make sure you as well get enough rest.
I'll do my best. Thank you.
All right, and with that, we are going to end tonight's session. All of you do complete a long rest. If you have a point of exhaustion, you can remove it. And we will pick up next Friday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, with all of you getting up in the morning and deciding if you're headed to Vale or sticking around longer. Thank you to all the Thornlings who joined us for tonight. It was so much fun to have you all, and for your crazy decision helping, and that was just really fun with all the dice rolls and all of that. And love the ship names that you have come up with. It's fantastic.
We've got emojis now. Who would have
Got
thought?
emojis now. This is fantastic. So funny. So thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next time, and have a wonderful night. Emily, if you'll go to that outro, because there is a delay on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Love
Bye,
you guys. Bye.